is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? My name is Eric. Welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday, normally at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we broadcast live simultaneously to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the multiverse. That's right. If you want to watch us in glorious VR in your headset, you can go to the multiverse, watch us there in VR. But if you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But you know the deal, Todd. If you don't watch us live, you can't win anything. And we have a multitude of shit to give away today on this momentous show. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my partner from the great Canadian Northwest, the man who has already celebrated some kind of fake Canadian Thanksgiving that I don't even understand. How can Canadians have Thanksgiving? It's an American fucking holiday. It's not right, I tell you, and I'm going to take it back. The man who was telling guards in Espire 1 to get down on the ground and get naked. Not sure what that's all about. The Canadian conquistador himself, Todd Jackson. What's up, yo?
Hi, diddly ho diddly. I'm good. You didn't know about that Aspire 2 cheat code? Come on.
Dude, what is with the get naked thing? I mean, I understand to get down on the ground, empty your pockets, but the hey, take your pants off thing when you're like, hey, take your pants off.
You get
like
extra
that,
ammo.
a little creepy.
You get extra ammo.
You get extra something. Yeah, I don't know if it was ammo, but you get extra something. Oh, Todd, we have a crazy episode today, man.
It is going to be a little bit of a gong show. It should be fun. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is going to be fun. How was your week, dude? Are you feeling any better?
I'm feeling better, but it is hitting my family crazy, man. My son's had like rashes and his hands swelled up, his face swelled up on Friday night. And
damn.
Yeah, we've been in and out of walk-in clinics and it's just been ridiculous.
It's not good.
But today has been good. The swelling's all gone. The rashes are going away. The cough is finally going away for most of us. So
I've had swelling and rashes too, but for different reasons.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
I've seen swelling and rashes too, but maybe for different reasons.
Probably for different reasons.
Oh man. So let's talk a little bit what we got going on today. We have some amazing people that have gonna come and join us today, and I think we should probably get them in here as soon as possible, and we can say hello to this amazing chat as a group, because all these people here know our community pretty damn well, because there's a lot of crossover between these three communities that we have all been building together. So let's bring everybody in and say hi. We'll say hi to Alice,
everybody,
and Bobby and Cindy and Tommy and Charlie.
John Boy.
Holy crap, look at that screen, dude. That's a lot of fucking
am I
people.
John
Are we
Boy?
on or what?
Yeah.
Am I John Boy?
You're John Boy.
I wanted to be Bobby.
Who doesn't want to be Bobby?
Guys, you know, fun fact, the first time I ever met Todd in real life, he told me to get down and take my pants off.
Wow. He does that to everybody.
No.
Tell me you weren't gonna tell anybody, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude.
That's a
You guys are just misunderstanding. That's just how people say hello in Canada.
That's right.
They're weird. I know they're weird, but that's a little strange.
Listen, if you make the guard take his pants off, it's going to be he's less likely to do anything.
Or you can't run away. You can't chase you.
When you're even if you're like in that position for whatever reason, it's going to be super awkward, right? Like it just doesn't. It feels
My brain's
weird.
like,
it feels weird to be out in public with no pants on, right? So you're not. I mean, I just
Not
gonna
if you're
make it
Canadian.
well, that's true. Never mind. I forgot.
That is true. Oh, that is true. Let me introduce everybody here, since we'll say hello. We already said hello to Todd. We'll say hello to I think it's my top right, and we'll say hello to Alex VR.
Hello, everyone. My name's Alex VR. And I'm Skiva. And that's Skiva.
Way over there.
And
Skiva. That's gonna
we
be weird.
are between realities.
Yes,
and we are here to help celebrate Eric Mash
Oh my
Daddy
God.
Cool Masher's 50th fucking
my
birthday.
God. That's
Congratulations, dude. Happy birthday. I didn't want to. I'm sorry if I'm jumping ahead here, but like I couldn't say anything else. Like, happy birthday, man! Thanks for having us.
the homie's B-Day.
Thanks, guys.
Crazy.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and we do have Skiva over here. He's actually not between realities right now. You're between Q2C VR Gamer.
Oh,
You're not between,
that's
you guys
a
are between
funky tasting sandwich right there.
yeah,
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me. I'm so stoked to be here.
hell
Look
yeah,
at this
man. Of
crew.
course.
Look at this crew. This is so sick. We should do this like all the time.
We
Like,
should
on the
totally.
podcast.
We should do it on. We should do it on Mondays.
Yeah.
We do kind of.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, we do this all the time.
But let me say hello to my other boys. We got, I think, on my bottom right here, Wes from Virtual Strangers. What is up, Wes?
What is up, Eric? Happy birthday, bro. I didn't know you were that old. You really 50, dude?
Oh my
He's
god.
No, not
really
really.
fucking
I just been
old,
saying
dude.
I'm
Really
only
old.
35.
That's crazy.
That's scary, man. We're both getting to that age now that if we drop dead, people are gonna be like, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's starting to make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? You're like,
had a good
oh, yeah,
run,
well, he
he's
had a,
fine.
well, when you get to that age when you're like, well, he had a good life.
Yeah.
Well, it also
It's no
works
longer
for
a tragedy anymore when you get to a certain age.
it works for if somebody hears that you broke a bone, like a hip or something. They're like, oh yeah, I got it. Eric just hit 50, right? He broke his hip.
Was it only one hip?
Well, hips.
Damn,
Depends on which side you break it.
Yeah.
Break it
of
on.
course.
You get a walker. That'd be cool.
I'm usually the old one, so I'm digging this.
Don't you get a
You know,
discount at Home
I
Depot?
did
then?
this
today.
Isn't
say
there like
this
20%
in
off for Home
jest.
Depot people after 50?
I say this in jest, but I'm 48. I just hit 48, so I'm 2 years
Yes.
behind. So am I
Oh.
really like?
You guys are all coming.
I'm almost about to break my hip. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy.
We're all at that age that when I tell people that I do a virtual reality podcast, they're like, video games? How old are you?
Skeever,
Yeah,
how did we get hooked up with all these old guys, man?
I don't know.
I
This is
know.
messed
I
up.
get to be in the
I
cool
feel so young today.
cool group for a while, Alex. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
show you the way.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. You get good mentors. I have.
Well, I can tell you this. I am 50, but I can run circles around most anybody out there I know, especially in
That's
the
true.
VR world.
I can vouch for that.
I've seen you run, dude.
I've seen you do harvest runs.
I've
Hell
partied
yeah.
with this guy, and he's not lying, man.
That's true.
He's
That's
legit.
true.
That's my favorite kind of run is a harvest run. Well, let me finish my introductions. We got Roots over here in my bottom left-hand corner. Thank you, Roots, for being here today. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, no problem. Although Alex was saying that he would give me a little shit for fishing at the same time. I gotta,
And now you're outing yourself in public.
But it was gonna happen
this
anyway.
This is my thing. It's like there is no shame in my game. I don't feel bad about it. So
Hell yeah.
I'm here. I'm doing.
If
the
you
thing.
weren't
I'm
if you weren't
listening.
wowing it right now, I wouldn't know what to. I'd be like, something's wrong.
Yeah,
Something's wrong.
So yeah, something would be wrong. I'd be like, the world would be coming to an end. But
But
I'm
not the
good.
World of Warcraft.
Yes,
no,
the World of
Just the
Warcraft.
actual world.
that keeps
You get the
rolling.
real one.
As long
But
as
last
that
but
World
not
of
least,
Warcraft is good.
Yeah, last but not least, let me introduce the one and only back for a full show, Chinatown D.
Oh my god.
What's up,
Oh
D?
my god.
D. And
Oh,
you're
she's muted. She's
you're
muted.
muted.
Oh, man.
Oh, D.
Dude.
Yeah, I know you haven't been on the show in a while, but
I was gonna say
I
it wasn't
forget
me.
how
I didn't
this
mute
thing
her.
called, what'd you call it? Tech works?
Tech is not our friend sometimes.
I don't know.
It's not our friend.
But hey, everybody.
What's up, D?
D's back for a full show, everybody.
She's actually on the show twice right now because I have her prominently displayed on my t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I think
yeah.
everyone's first gift for MASH today will be to go to the Q2C VR Gamer merchandise store, which someone will drop a link for right now, right? Or it's in the description at the very least. And go and pick yourself up a Q2C VR Gamer t-shirt, hoodie, like bandana, flip-flops, like wallet,
Beanbag chair.
beanbag chair,
Beanbag chair.
mouse. They have it all. So get in there and buy something.
We actually have some new exclusive merch that is only on our YouTube store.
Oh,
Really?
So if you go to our YouTube channel, which you're already
Wait,
on, you
wait a
can
minute.
click on
Hold
the
on. We have a
store,
YouTube store?
I
and
want the
there's,
shirt
some
that
new
Alex
stuff
is
there.
wearing.
And more stuff coming. It's just being
With the triples.
reviewed.
got
Yeah,
all three of
I
them.
want the whole crew, and I want them to. But see, this is the thing. This is a Q2C show. I want to win it. So send
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We should do that today. I didn't even think about we should give away a hoodie today
Sure.
to the people in chat.
I'm entering.
Let's
I'm
go.
entering too.
yeah.
Seriously,
I'm going to enter.
Are
I
you?
need another one.
It's
How do
winter.
you
This
get
is-
your name?
yeah.
How do you win?
Uh-oh,
Oh,
D.
you better be
We
nice to
got-
D.
Come on,
Better be nice to D.
Oh, you know you guys are already on here. Come on.
Aw. Alex won while on the show before. I don't know if you guys remember
did.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
was
did.
seriously like the highlight.
He
for
announced he was
me
gonna
of
win,
the
and then he
show
won.
This year, 'cause
Yeah.
it was like, "Yeah,
That was the
it
best
is
day of my
great."
life.
That
The
was
best day of
so
my
awesome.
life. Hands down.
So true.
You
It
know?
was so
Radio
good.
Rant.
It got a timestamp, dude. Come on.
Radio
Yeah,
runs in the
right.
chat, and he says, I want a hoodie. And subsequently, I just won a hoodie on one of these shows, like, 2 days ago or something like that. I didn't even know that I was entered. I tuned into Brian's Monday episode. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Or Yeah, I don't even his Friday episode. And apparently when I entered or when I donated to Movember the other day, remember the Movember charity we talked about? I got put into some kind of a contest and I won a pistol whip prize package.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is
What a
awesome.
great game.
What do you think? You're better than me? I could have a pistol whip prize package if I wanted to. I'm 50.
You
You're
could.
better
But at
than
50,
me.
pistol whip means a totally different thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, sadly, it's Bradley's in chat. It's weird having this crew up here without Brad.
Yeah.
I know.
I know, right?
I know,
we
right?
should get another window together. Todd, throw
So that,
a
so that
window
way he
together.
can leave the show early.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, Brad.
Shots fired.
That's right.
That's all right. He was in the middle of a game of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
cool.
it's more true. Just think about it. If something happened, like he was raiding or something and died.
Oh, I know, right? It would be terrible. Guys, let's say hi to this awesome chat because we have some pretty damn cool people in here. We'll say hi to Artful and Substatica. What is going on? Bluebell is here. Bluebell just got some Q2C merch and some BR merch too. It looked pretty damn
yes.
cool. A white BR shirt, which was
Wow.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's like the first one of those I've even seen.
Don't
seen a white
spill
one.
on it.
Yeah. I think there's some virtual strangers merch coming soon, maybe too, huh?
Yeah. We are all over. That's actually my top of my to-do list this week.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna have that shit in hand by the 2022 show, guaranteed.
Cool.
Nice. Something to look forward to. Radio Runt says, yo, what is up, bro? PDX VR is here. We have Chinatown D sighting in chat. Guido7335 is here. VR V Roy Boy is here. Let's see. Wes from Virtual Strangers. Classy Grandma is here. She says, have we forgotten? Did you guys scare Eric away? Me?
What's up,
We were just
Classy
a little.
Grandma?
We were just a little late, but thank you for being here, Classy Grandma. I appreciate it. Let's see who else we got. Fourth Wall Breaker. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of people here are talking. Skiva 007 stopped in the chat. Paul
That guy?
Fantasy.
Kick
I
him.
hate
Can
it. I
someone
know.
can the mod kick him?
He is a mod, isn't he? Oh, he's not even a mod. Why is
What the
Skiva
hell?
not a mod?
Yeah.
Steve's not a mod.
Here.
No. I was saying Skiva's a mod. He can't get kicked. Purple
I thought everybody
Cupfish
was
is
a
here.
mob.
I know, right? Purple Cupfish. Let's see. Sim is here. Chris9989. We have Brycub is over in Twitch. What is up, Brycub? Thanks for hanging out in Twitch for us. Virtual Steve is here. Mr. Lord Beavis. Destiny 11. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? We got
That's Creeper Betty in the house.
Oh yeah, I'm going way. I'm
Yeah.
going way back. Daniel Kaz is here. I love me some Creeper Betty. She's
Right?
awesome.
She's the best.
She is.
She is the best. I'm a little sus of her though.
Oh, she will kill. She will kill your ass.
She'll
Yeah.
kill your
No,
ass in a
she's
heartbeat.
like the sweetest person in the world, but she will completely kill your ass. We have a let's see, we have a Fluke Rogie sighting. What is up, Fluke? How you doing, man? La Aura
What's up,
is here.
Fluke?
What's up, Laura? Bacardi B. Let's see.
Whose phone was that? Whose phone is that?
You're all fired.
You're all fired.
Did somebody just get their PlayStation VR email?
Oh, maybe.
I just got my shipping notification. Yeah.
Don't even get me started. I got a story to share on that later.
Well, we're gonna get there.
We're
Virtual
getting there,
Steve
yeah.
says you guys just kicked GT off the show. This was a crew cat. Yeah, pretty much. Ryan Brandon is here. Mind Jive. We've got let's see. Warmark is here. What is up, dude? How you doing? Man, there's so many people. I had to go back so far. That's what happens when you have like a 30-minute intro.
Oh,
30 minutes.
telling
We've
me,
been talking
bro.
for an
I know all
hour.
about it.
We have Kyle Lazy Sunday Kitchens is here. He says, yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, Kyle? Sadly, it's Bradley was here. He says, wow, what a show. I know. This is pretty cool. Let's see. I don't know. Am I missing anybody? We Ashley Hoffman is here. What is up, Ashley
Ashley
Hoffman? How are you
Hoffman.
doing?
Chick Tech.
Jay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I think
Rendered Reality's in the house. Michelle B's in the house. Assassin 32 is in the house. Bluebell chilling. Oh, I think we already just shouted out Bluebell. But Chris 9989's here. Ryan Brandon, who he also said, how about the super chat from Guido, y'all? Like, have you seen
What?
this?
I didn't even miss it. I was so
I
far
didn't
back. I
even
missed
see
it.
This is a super fatty ass super
It is.
chat.
The fatty.
$50 from Guido7335. And he says, happy birthday, Mash. How about some change to give away another hoodie? Like she said, how about some change to give another hoodie away? Is really what he said. Epic cast. I got to go to work. Much love to everyone.
That is an
Guido's
epic.
great.
That's epic. He not only did he
Guido's
donate,
awesome.
but he donated to everybody here right now. Right? Is that what he's saying? He wants to put that towards a hoodie, or am I misreading that?
No, that's
Yeah.
exactly what that's it. That's it for sure.
I think that's what he's saying. So does that mean we're giving away 2 hoodies?
2 hoodies.
Sounds like 2
Holy
hoodies.
shit, dude.
Oh my
At
god!
least.
Sweet. I hope I win them
Yeah,
both.
at
At
least
least them
if-
together, it'll fit me.
Think about this: if we can get the hoodie train, who knows how
Oh,
many
man.
can go? Right?
I know, right? I know. That would
And
be
you
so
get
cool.
a hoodie. And you get a hoodie. And you
Poor Skiba, he has to wear everything so big because everything has to be so long. So like he
know.
literally could fit into an extra large if it was just like 5 feet
Well,
longer.
I wouldn't
than
go
it's
that
supposed to be.
far, but close.
Everything
You definitely go down at least 2 sizes.
Well,
Sometimes
I didn't
3.
even know how you pack clothes
Yeah.
because I had to go to IAAPA and meet you, and I had to bring a hoodie for you for Impact Reality.
You needed a whole nother sweatshirt and a whole nother suitcase, right?
Seriously, I don't know how you pack. Like when you're packing a 5X hoodie, holy shit, you need another bag
Dude,
just for the 5X hoodie.
It's hard, man. All of my clothes. It's
Jeans
very
must
tough.
be enormous. Yeah, like
I
crazy.
roll that stuff up super tight, man. It's like Tetris in my bag. Yeah.
You know who else likes to roll things up super tight and smoke them?
Hey,
Who doesn't though? These
Skiba,
days?
you're 6'7", right?
I am.
That's it.
Yep. we're
Six?
I thought
just
you were
over 2
taller
meters.
than the doc. What's
Yeah,
it,
oh, yeah, he's a
Dr.
little guy.
Disrespect. He's like what 6'8"?
No, yeah. He's
Doc.
tall. He's a little
Love a
taller
little
than me.
doc, man. Love
Yeah.
doc. Dark Angel was in the chat also, and I think she said welcome to the second decade of my life. So thank you, Dark Angel. Me and
Yeah.
Dark Angel, we share an exact age, which I think I just dated her. Sorry.
Oof.
And we have the exact birthday month, so she just turned as well.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice. Cool.
Congratulations, Dark Angel.
Happy.
You said that like kind of like she has the zombie virus, so she's
Hey.
just hurt.
By
We
the
got it
way,
down, bro.
This could
She
be the
just turned.
zombie virus.
Gamertag VR has been like doing these like kind of informal chats where he's just like pulling in his community from Discord and
super
stuff.
cool.
And
It's
I've
super
seen
cool,
Dark
yeah.
Angel on there twice now.
And her brother.
It's really, really awesome. I haven't seen her brother yet.
Yeah,
I only
her
saw
brother
her.
was on there last
Chris,
week.
yeah, Chris
Chris
Richardson is
Richardson?
her
Yeah,
brother.
good dude.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Mhm.
They're both awesome.
Yeah, they've been-
Amazing
yeah.
people in the VR community.
Let's tease the games we're going to give away tonight. We're giving away key to In Death Unchained.
Never heard of that game. Is it any good?
I don't know. I think Dee played it once or
love
twice.
In Death.
A time or
Love
two.
that game.
We're going to give away a
Maybe.
key to Walkabout Mini Golf. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Still
We're
haven't
going to
played
give
it
away a
before,
key to
yeah.
Drop Dead Dual
What?
Strike. And 2 hoodies, sounds like, thanks to Guido.
Hell yeah.
I might even have something.
What?
Ooh.
What?
I might have a little
Alex, bring
birthday
it up.
giveaway chilling over here,
What?
you know, just waiting for the right
Nice.
time.
That would be cool.
I definitely have something, but I've been taking medicine for
Stop looking.
and we're
stop-
really hopeful we'll get past it.
Stop looking
Oh,
at
we-
Wes like that.
We were talking about swelling and itchy rashes.
Oh God. dude.
Well, you were.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
Todd
were.
was.
Always mind in the gutter with you. I have high blood pressure, guys. High blood pressure. What the
Jeez,
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah, right. Why we got to go there? Well, I just want to say thank you, all you guys, for taking time on your Sunday to come and hang out and do this with us. We never want to miss a show, and Thursday I was hanging with some amazing people at IAAPA, and was no way we were getting a show in, and we just don't want to miss. So we were going to do Sunday, but I had to clear it with Wes first because Virtual Strangers is Sundays. I don't want to mess with that, and Wes was like, I don't think we're going to do a show. This is where this is our time off. And you guys should be playing games right now. I don't know why you're here. You should be playing games, getting ready
well,
for the 2022 show.
I wanted to support you. I didn't even know it was your birthday, but if I'd known it was your birthday, of course. How would I not be here? But it's fun to be here.
I was going to play games today, but then I got thinking about what an asshole the developers were, and I said, you know what? Fuck it.
Ooh, this is a
Oh
good
my God,
launching
poor
point
Wes.
right here.
Oh,
So-
poor Wes.
Why don't you tell us more about that, Wes?
Yeah, please. I'm very interested.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started because I don't know. I went off the rails a little bit on Sunday, but now I'm actually kind of salty, and I regret nothing. I mean,
I regret
Yeah.
nothing.
Hell yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, you were saying what you needed to say. I was just trying to let you know that they were in chat, and I kind of cut you off at a bad spot.
Yeah, the worst
it made it
possible moment.
So it was kind of my fault. I was trying to do the right thing by letting you know that they were there. But it was just the wrong time. I didn't we didn't, it's not like we talked about this before, so I didn't know what you were going to say.
Right,
I just wanted to make sure you knew that they were in chat, but even so, you didn't say anything wrong. You were just trying to figure out why nobody was talking about this game.
Yeah.
What happened? Can we
Which
can we
game was
go
it?
very high
Recap.
level?
Anyway,
For those of us who missed
we were,
it.
we were talking about lawn the other day and how upload's not covering it. No one's covering it. And I was going to say, I don't know why no one's covering this game. Maybe the devs have been assholes to everybody, but that's never been the case with us. Only Eric cut me off right after the word assholes. I said, I don't know. Maybe the devs are assholes. And he said, well, ask them there in the chat. So what can I do at this point, right? Like I could say, like, finish my sentence, but now it seems like I'm backtracking if I do that. So I just leaned into it, you know. And
I just didn't know where he was going to go. He could have been like, "Why they're assholes? I mean, they didn't give us a key. I mean, what the hell? What the hell's the matter with them?" And I'm like, "Where is he going to go with this?" So I'm like, "Maybe because
Here's the thing, they didn't give us a key
for like a minute."
Here's the thing, they didn't give us a key.
No.
And I contacted them last week and they didn't get back to it, which is fine. You know, not everybody gives us a key.
Of course.
That's fine. But then I start to see all my friends show up with keys. And I'm like, do you have any trouble getting a hold of them on email? No, man, they got right back to me. So now I'm just kind of like, you know what? Fuck them. They are assholes.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, considering we were the only ones that wanted to cover their game. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like, fuck, man.
I've been talking about it for over a year.
It's
3 years.
weird. And
Yeah.
they did imply that the industry really doesn't cover games unless they're paid to cover, right?
So tune in this Wednesday when we're going to be covering lo-fi.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
funny how we're in an industry where marketing isn't free. Go
Yeah.
figure. All
Yeah,
the other
imagine
industries,
that,
marketing
right?
is free, right?
Oh yeah. Nobody pays for marketing, right?
No, no, it's a free service.
I know. It's funny. I don't know.
Epic little super chat right now, by the way. I want to shout it out. 30 schmeckles. That's right. 30 schmeckles from V Roy Boy, dude. It's Roy Boy. And he said, just bought myself a Q2C hat. Happy B-Day, Eric, the VR legend.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alex.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
celebration,
awesome. Yeah,
bitches.
thank you, V Roy Boy. Appreciate it, and I'm glad you went and got an awesome Q2C hat, man. That's it's so cool. Appreciate that. But yeah,
Who doesn't love schmeckles? Come on.
Everybody loves them.
thank God you said that Smeckles because I have no idea. I was like, what is
He
that?
saw it. He's like 30 rubles, something maybe. I don't know.
Schmeckles.
Is it
Ashes
Smeckles or is it
Ashes says
Smeckles?
cute hair, D.
It is pretty
muted.
cute.
You're muted, D.
You're muted again, D.
Why do you keep muting yourself?
Please, Pat,
I
please,
don't
D.
know.
Look,
I don't know
you're-
what happened.
You
there, dude.
you can speak. It's okay.
No, this
You don't have to mute.
dude,
Wow.
it's
Oh,
been a
boy.
minute since I've been on a full show, so I'm so used to like muting myself when I'm sitting in here waiting.
That's true.
So have
Yeah.
it, man.
So Render Reality says the lawn trailer looks awesome. Haven't tried it myself yet. I hear it's not as good as the trailer looks. Though. And-
Ooh.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're gonna cover it. We're gonna cover the shit out of it, and we don't hold any punches. But we're gonna buy the game, right? We're gonna go buy it.
I'm gonna buy it and refund it.
After an hour and 45
Buy
minutes.
it, play it for 10 minutes, refund it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, if it's good, we're gonna say it's good. If it's not, we're
Yeah.
not gonna say it's good. This is the way it is.
That's
We
how it
did
works,
the same. We did the same thing to Wandering in Space. By the way, it's not like this Lon is the only developer. Wandering in Space came on Virtual Strangers, Strangers in the Night, and we went on there, and I kind of shit on the game. And Wes was probably a little bit. He was saying the same thing, was maybe a little bit less harsh
Didn't you
than me.
Didn't you keep falling through the floor?
I did. The fucking game kept breaking on me. I mean, I can't play the game if it crashes on me every 2 minutes. But they were in chat. I didn't pull any punches. I'm like, please don't release this game tomorrow. Don't do it. You have a game here. Wait a month, fix your shit, and then launch it. It'll be great. But they were like, we have to launch it. And I'm like, hey, look, your game is not good right now. But I'll come if you fix it. I'll come back and I'll play it, and I'll make a video on it, and I'll tell everybody it's great. And that's exactly what I did. So you give it a chance, right?
Man,
And they did fix it, right? It's good now.
I think developers have to truly understand that the launch date is not the most important thing. It's the first impression
Right.
You only get one first impression. People refund. They're not going to buy it a second time.
Nope.
Like, wait on your game that is so damaging, right? And do it right.
Yeah, it is. What have you guys been saying for a year, Wes? Or years, I should say.
Yeah, we'd rather wait for a game than wait for a patch. And it's interesting you bring that up because Blair Renaud did just delay Lo-Fi yet again, smartly, I think. But he thinks that the market's not prime for it right now, and he's going to wait for PSVR 2 to come out to launch the game and keep filling it out in the meantime.
Yeah, that's
and I think it's a great
no-brainer.
idea. Yeah, it's a great idea.
It is.
Absolutely.
But that game's
But I think some of these guys, though, they get into contracts where they have a hard release date. Like, they can't change it.
Right.
So if they can't get it patched or fixed or appropriate,
they run out of money.
They should release it.
They're
obligated.
Quest is definitely harder,
can't.
right? Yeah, Quest is definitely harder, but Steam, there is no that. There's no that in Steam. You can really for $100 you can launch a game on Steam. By the way, guys.
Well,
That's all you
depends
need.
it depends on if you have investors or a publisher. There are certain things that can push you out there, like Wandering in Space. I'm pretty sure there's quite a bit of money behind that, and I'm sure that at a certain point, your investors want to see some returns. So I get it. Some people have to go. But not all of them.
Yes, it's just not smart. I mean, what investor would say, all right, I'll take a 10th of the money that I could make overall if we launch the game correctly? I mean, it's bad business. So maybe you grab the wrong investors.
Agree.
Yeah.
Oh well, what can you do?
Well, but anyway, let's talk about some cool stuff. Anyway, let's talk about IAAPA. So I get a chance to go with Skiva to IAAPA, and they're like, well, why would you go to a location-based entertainment expo? And why would we do that, Skiva?
Because location-based entertainment is really like turning out to be a lot of virtual reality. Like a lot. It's growing unprecedentedly. It really is. It's absolutely nuts with amusement park games and it's attractions, right? People want like Disney World like attractions, and virtual reality can give that to you. So there was a lot of VR there, and it was awesome.
It looked like so much fun. Like, I didn't care until I started seeing photos of you guys all hanging out doing stuff, and I was like, oh man, it's like that looks really rad. And then everybody's running around doing the room scale version of After the Fall. What?
The arena scale version, yes.
Arena scale.
Arena
scale.
Yeah, it's so good, man. That team did such an absolutely incredible job. And look, I work for Vertigo, okay, right? So I guess I'm supposed to say that, but I just need people to know. I have like between Steam and Rift, I have like almost 500 hours in After the Fall, and you don't do that just by like having a game that's like, I guess I'm supposed to say it's good. But either way, they put out an arena scale version of the game, and it was absolutely incredible. And every single person that we pulled from that demo said it was one of the best VR experiences they've ever had in their lives. That even includes the founders and the engineers behind the Void.
Yeah.
They were blown away. They had such a good time. They came back with more of their team, and they played it again. Like it was nuts. Companies like Capcom came over and played. Like all of these like huge companies were like, "What is this? This is amazing." And we had a great setup, right? We were running, we had all high-end gaming PCs, and we were running on Vive Focus 3, streaming over Wi-Fi 6E with no latency, 4 headsets at a time in the arena, and everyone pairing up together and physically traversing the world of After the Fall, walking down hallways, going up elevators, getting on trains and getting off stops. It's so good. It's so good. So go to your nearest VR arcade or family entertainment center. If they have an arena, tell them you'll come play when they have After the Fall.
I think I'm going to open one.
Hell yeah, man.
Awesome.
We should.
Dude, it was amazing. It was I was there just to like, I had some meetings there, but I needed to go there to meet to like check out all the VR and that there was this show, and this is my first one ever going to this one of these things, and I just wanted to see what was there. So I went and I checked out all the other VR that was there. Then I went at the end. The last thing I did was After the Fall. And it freaking blew me away again. And I don't work for Vertigo, and I have nothing to do with them at all. And this thing is amazing. It looks so good. And to do location-based VR and not have to wear a mini computer on your back, there's something to be said about that. To not be tethered when you're actually trying to go around this, this whole arena area and just have a headset on with a set of controllers, and that's it. That's all you need. You're basically in your living room, but you're what
Not
you
all you
have in
need.
your. Yeah, well,
You
no,
also
no.
need a you also need a B haptics vest, Vertigo.
Oh,
Yeah, and so this had full B haptic support. Now I will tell you, we didn't end up. We had a stack of them sitting there. We didn't end up suiting people up in it because at these trade shows, Bluetooth can be a nightmare, right? So so it was this whole thing. We all made a decision to not use the vest, but they are completely integrated. They are integrated into the regular arcade version too. And little birdie may have told me that it may be coming.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
what?
So we will see.
So you guys are talking arena scale. What is that? Is that 50 by 50,
Arena
100
scale.
by 100? How big is this
So
arena?
it's 20 feet by 20 feet or 6 meters by 6 meters up to 33 feet by 33 feet, 10 meters by 10 meters. So you need a good amount of space. If you have less than that, the game won't even launch.
Right.
Right. So you have to make sure you have at least that. And it really is like an attraction, right? It's a half an hour experience inside of the world of After the Fall where you are walking around, doing all the you feel like you've traveled like this vast amount of area, and just that world just lends itself so well to that kind of experience, and they really crushed it. So you cannot get these levels or any of this stuff. It's all exclusive to this version of the
that
game.
was my next question. Was it a
a
level we know, or is it all
no?
new stuff?
It's all exclusive. It was all designed specifically for this.
Well, now
It is on vibe for it.
It was super cool. It was worth it just to go to that. Just want to say hello to a few people that have stopped in. Mepper has stopped in. GTGT Fun with Clicks is here. Let's see. Who else did I see? Glitch Fandango. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in.
We love you guys.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this was a pretty cool thing. Like Roots, have you ever done any location-based VR stuff? Because this was kind of like my first. I had done the Void, but this was my first time in a show or seeing different stuff. So I was just wondering if anybody else has done it before.
That sounds amazing to me. I lived in Florida. I'm surprised I'm not, but I mean, I think this is it. Like Wes has said, I know Anthony had this idea as well, but like maybe this is something you should invest in, Wes. You're Mr. VR, right? I think that we need more of these things, more of these.
We
type
have
of
a
things.
new VR arcade here in Calgary, and I should go check it out and see what they've got for games. I don't know what they have for games.
That would be a good take. Go with somebody that can film you. You could do a good episode for Q2C.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
VR.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
I
that
don't
we
know
see
about
some
that,
shit
Roots.
get stepped up. Because we when you said Founders of the Void, I was like thinking, was James Jensen there? Was James there?
No, so
He was.
James wasn't there, but so there's two co-founders of the Void, James and Ken, and we had seen James a week and a half ago over at Jump, right? But Ken, the other co-founder, was there, but also all the engineers, the people like responsible for all the environmental effects that went in and designed all of this stuff, the programmers, they all went in there. And they were even hyped up. Some of them, they came to like, yeah, we've been hearing about your experience all night. Went out to dinner. That's all they talked about. Like, I don't know that you're going to be able to like live up to this hype. And they got in there and they got out and they're like, what?
Right.
What? Oh my God.
Wow.
That's the
So
hype.
the reason why I bring James up and Jump Limitless Flight is because like I think a lot of times when people think about LBE VR, they just imagine playing a VR game at an arcade, or maybe doing something where they can like walk around, kind of like one of those zero latency things, that kind of thing. But like Jump, I think, is a really good example of like some outside of the box VR LBE shit that we'll probably see in like the next 5 to 10 years again, like these types of experiences that's like recreating what you would otherwise need to spend thousands of dollars and years of your life training to accomplish. Now you just pop the headset on and like do the simulation, and do this whole new activity, this depth-defying activity or whatever. So I think Jump is a really awesome example of like the type of LBE VR that I would like to see kind of take hold moving forward, rather than just an arcade where we play a game together.
Jump blew my mind. Like it was so awesome. Like
Yeah, Skiba has video of Todd coming out of there, and his face is just like.
And you, Eric, really everybody, and everyone was blown away. This was, and for anyone out there listening that doesn't know, this is a wingsuit simulator. You first jump out of a plane and you skydive, and then you parachute to the ground where the the floor comes up under your feet. It's super immersive. You actually physically jump head first out of a plane, and there's a harness system and fans and all of this stuff, and it's a real life wingsuit. And then you end up on the top of a mountain where you then jump off the mountain and wingsuit down the mountain, and it was absolutely bananas. It was the most realistic simulation I've ever done, and I've done quite a bit of location-based VR. They did a fantastic job.
And they had a wingsuit that they could fit the 6'7" scuba in, which was pretty good.
It was tough. They had to butter me up a little bit and smush me in there. They did get me in there. They did. It wasn't easy, but we made it happen.
Yeah, it was impressive. I mean, that whole setup was amazing, and I do think those experience type based VR things that's not like a game, but it's more like an experience, will completely blow you away. And I mean, I can't wait for them to like, get it out there more, because right now you can only do it in Salt Lake City. But I know they're talking eventually maybe coming to like Jersey and other places, Vegas they were talking about, which is great destination places. That'll be good.
Vegas would be perfect for it.
Perfect. It really would.
Which, by the way, it's $120 to jump, which I think is another kind of important note. It's like, so this is obviously a next level experience, but like it's not free. Like and it's a relatively short experience too. You're probably in the simulation for what, 3 minutes, something like that.
No way. I mean, so like I think it was actually a lot longer than that. It was at least, I mean, the whole thing, once you get in there and you put on the helmet, I would say it's at least 10 minutes. But the thing is, it goes by so fast because you jumped out of a plane. And you're like freaking out and you're trying to steer and not run into mountains and stuff. It was really, really cool. But
okay, maybe 10. But that's
10
still that's still pretty damn short, right?
It
like
is.
that's not
$12 a minute.
Yeah,
that's more expensive than a phone sex. That's crazy.
It is.
Oh my god!
You're gonna like spend $30,000 in 10 years, 5 years of your life training to do something like this, and if you do hit the mountain, you only get one life, right? So to me, I'm not going to ever do that. Like that's something I will go to my death never experiencing. So this being the next best thing. I'd pay $120 to do this in a heartbeat. Some people don't have the luxury of doing that, right? Because usually you don't go by yourself. Maybe you want to bring a friend. So now you're looking at $240. But still, I'm telling you, it was, I would not have fretted at all had I spent the money. And we did get comped. I will let you guys know
we went ready to pay though.
We did.
We didn't know that. We agreed knowing that it was $120.
Correct.
Yes. Dude, and I was like, I'll buy the hat, dude. And then I was like, I'll buy the jacket. It was like that. I was so impressed with everything. I'm like, it is too. I got like a flight jacket.
I dropped links in chat to a TikTok video of me jumping, as well as to the Limitless Flight website, so you guys can check it out.
Nice. And virtual reality Oasis Mike just put out his video on it, and it's super good, really high quality. Go check it out. He shows it in the tech better than a lot of stuff I've seen about it. So yeah, definitely check out.
Cash and Sherry have a good one coming out too, because they got some really neat footage.
They did. I got to jump with Kaz. Was it Kaz? Yeah. She was suiting up right next to me, so it was a ton of fun. Really good stuff.
I don't know. I have a hard time. Like Disney's pissing me off because they keep raising their price every time you turn around, and this is close to that price at its highest for 3 minutes. So I get it, and I'm not saying I wouldn't do it once. I just don't think a lot of people are going to run out and experience that, which is a shame. It just sucks that it costs so much, but I guess the technology is not free, right?
And the technology is very new too, right? 5 years it might be $80.
I want to see. I want to see more of these adventure lands and Disney doing more VR. And you're coming. I saw it. Like I saw rides where it looked like an actual like ride. Like you get in and in a ride seat. And then you put a VR headset on in West. I mean, you go to Kings Island a lot, which is in Ohio, and that's a great park. Do they do any VR there at all?
Well, we didn't go this year, but as of last year, no, they didn't have anything like that. All pretty straightforward roller coaster rides, and they do have a few arcades there, but nothing virtual reality. Now, with that said, I want to play Rush of Blood on the real roller coaster. Somebody has to make
it so cool, dude. The whole thing, the whole game on the roller coaster. That would
be so sick.
Crazy.
Switchback. Go get a Yaw 2 and Switchback.
Oh my
god. Get up to your PlayStation VR.
There is a roller coaster that you can wear a VR headset on at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio.
Ooh,
It's not
cool.
that much farther, is it? That's the next stop, and you drive past King's On for about 3 or 4 more hours, and then
That's
you're
worth
at
the
the
trip.
So,
Plus,
and they
I
had
think.
this roller coaster that's just like sitting there, and it's like a little older, and it's like not exactly the highest thrills, and it's just kind of like, oh, what are we doing with this thing? And they just like repurposed an older roller coaster that they had into a VR one. So they just like added VR headsets to
Hell
a roller
yeah.
coaster that
You're
was
going to
running.
see a lot of this. I'm
That's
telling
cool.
you, right? So IAAPA is the place where all of these amusement parks, family entertainment centers, and huge attractions come to find their things, right? Disney World's walking around, like all of the big names are there looking for the next thing, and all of the next things until virtual reality. So this stuff's coming. This stuff's coming. There was some really cool things there. There was like there were like new arcade machines that we saw that were absolutely phenomenal. That were standalone VR experiences that that the owners have been putting a lot of time into engineering things that don't break. Right, like they spent years on the cable alone. So a lot of times these virtual reality experiences don't last in arcades because the cables break and they go through like a cable every week. Right, but
Yeah.
these guys have been engineering, like taking time working with HTC and all these different companies to make cables that you can't break, right? So we've seen some really cool machines that will be coming, maybe showing up in places like Dave and Buster's or like, all of these places. Synth Riders had one, Zombieland had one. You walk up, you swipe your card, you have a headset. It's like you can either, there's a couple of them, one that you put on or one that you just hold up to your face, and there's these cool experiences. So we're going to see a lot of really awesome stuff on the way to some of these larger parks. So keep an eye out.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, there was
Cool.
two things I came out of IAAPA with, and I'll tell you guys in a second. I just want to say hi to GC13. The Diet Pepsi Cat has stopped in. What is going on, Tiffany? How are you doing? We're going to talk a little bit. Saints and Sinners are coming in a little bit. Let's see. Who else was here? Classy Grandma said, the joy of all this, Eric, is that by the time they get all this perfected, you'll be my age and thinking, shit, if I were only 50 again. So I don't know how old Classy Grandma is, but it's going to be
Well,
crazy.
she's got to be at least 70,
I mean,
right? She said in 20 years.
yeah. Holy crap. I mean,
Wow,
where
good
are
for
we going to
you.
be?
No way.
No way. Where are we
That's
going to be in
just
20 years?
Amazing.
Yeah, and
Imagine
she's
where we're gonna
freaking
be in
gaming
20
like
years. Holy
crazy,
crap.
right? Dee said she had one of the best times hanging out with Classy Grandma playing.
Yeah, when we played ATF,
playing
remember?
ATF. Yeah, yeah.
That was great.
63
Yeah.
Classic Grandma.
Quick shout out to
Hey,
Mike
hell
Newton for the
yeah.
$10 super
Nice.
chat. This show is the dog's bollocks on the weekend.
Oh,
I assume
man,
that means
thank
it's
you.
good.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
good.
Is that good?
Yeah, I was
Sounds
gonna say, is
good.
that a good
It could
thing?
be
Yeah.
good.
This show is dog shit.
Oh man! And
Way
then,
to ruin my
we
weekend, assholes. Here's $10.
did have a Dave Bongiorno. This is great content. I am 63 and I love. I'm in love with VR music creator virtuoso, saving my life by getting my ass off the couch. VR to
Awesome.
bomb. Hell yeah!
Heck
Nice.
yeah. Very
You're
cool.
supposed to stand up when you play VR?
Only if you don't work on your feet all day.
Yeah, I was gonna say only when you're not standing on your feet all day, right?
Or if you're not 6'7", right? Because I have busted my hands on my ceiling so many times.
Right.
Wow.
It's not good. So a lot of times I force myself to sit down and play. Like Pop 1, I cannot play that standing up. I will break my controllers.
Right.
I cannot play that sitting down.
Me neither.
And
I
there's
have
like
to.
I
I'll
only
break my
play
controller.
seated like Demio,
Yeah,
know,
same.
like
Yep.
that's basically it. Everything else I'm on my feet.
I don't want to. I just
Yeah.
have to.
Even Among Us,
Yeah.
2 hours. I was
Among Us
up
standing
the whole time.
100%. Yeah.
I'm usually like halfway. I'll
Yeah.
usually either start standing and then go seated, or
Right.
I'll start
Yeah.
seated and go
Switch
standing at
between
some
the
point.
two.
Yeah, I
You know
try
who
and switch that off.
You know who else starts standing and then goes seated?
Hey.
You know who else goes both
Double
ways?
my mom.
But there was two things I took out of IAAPA that I want to talk about. And one is that HTC is still the king of anything location based, because almost everything you saw was HTC,
Mm.
whether it was still the freaking Vive Pro or the new Vive Focus 3. And no Meta Quest that I saw. Did see some Pico 3s.
Mm.
Quite a few Pico 3s. No Pico 4s because again, no link, right?
No link cable though.
You,
No
no,
link, but
no quests. You said MetaQuest?
not that I
Nope.
saw, unless
Well,
unless
no, there
Kiva
wasn't
saw
any.
some I didn't see. I didn't.
Well,
No, there
I'll
wasn't
tell
any,
you-
but it's for a reason. You cannot commercially license a Quest.
Exactly.
Like, even though there's a pro version out there, don't let that fool you. You can't bring this into a business if you're following their terms of service and make money with it. So you're not going to see that in arcades unless it's like a shifty one. If you walk in and you see quests, just leave. Right.
I was going to suggest that there's another reason on top of that, which that one is probably the 99% of the reason. I went to use my link cable this week to do what was it, that game I was going to play, Risk of Rain 2, right, the mod, and it was fucked up, choppy as hell. I played like 3 or 4 rounds with the link cable, and then I said, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to my display adapter, my Rift S, that's actually fucking hooked up to my PC, flawless smooth. So like, as good as AirLink is, as good as QuestLink is, it's not fucking perfect. It's hit or miss for me. Some days it's great, it's perfect. Can you imagine trying to run it in a show, like in that atmosphere where
in an arcade?
You're like, oh my God, I hope this works today. You can't do that. And this is the reason why I got so upset and I was ranting on my stream, because I literally was thinking that day, is it time to get rid of my Rift S? And then I thought, no, I've already been down that road, because I can't trust that fucking headset as much as I like it. And this is why I wouldn't get one of the reasons I wouldn't get the Pico. And so I don't like the decision of going away from this adapter. USB-C, it's great for so many things. The link cable is not perfect. I just don't understand why I can't have a PC VR headset and that's standalone that can hook up with a display adapter. Is there a reason? Is it technically impossible?
Pico Neo 3 has a display port you can plug in with.
Right, but why did they go? Why did they change it?
A dumb move. Yeah.
$299.
It was so dumb. I don't know. That
yes,
was
Wes is right.
Plus.
Wes is right.
$299. HP Reverb G2 $299.
I thought about that. I thought about selling my Rift S for like $150, and then I'm $150. I'm right there to get that, right? Because I need a reliable PC VR headset, and the Quest 2 is great for a standalone, but it's not a reliable PC VR headset.
Index
in my
for
opinion.
me is definitely still my daily driver. No matter what I try, no matter what I play, I'm still Index.
Brad just picked it up, and I can't wait to hear what his thoughts are going to be on this. Whether or not he thinks it's garbage, or if he likes it the way I do. He got a G2. He ordered one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for $299, it's a great deal. I mean,
it is.
The problem with this is, they are getting out of this. By the way, they're gone.
Yep.
This is it for them.
It's a fire sale.
This is why it's so cheap, and you're probably not going to get service. I don't know how long they're going to warranty these things.
Do you think I'll have better warranty than my Rift S?
No, but Wes has already had issues, like with cable already.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as great as that headset is, you've already had issues. HTC is dog shit for their customer support, by the way. And so if you have a cable that goes bad in 6 months from now, you might be shit out of luck. I just don't know. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't still go buy this for $299. It's still a great freaking deal, and it's probably visually still one of the best headsets out there. But again, the tracking is not good. The controllers are not great. There's issues.
The controllers feel kind of cheap, but the tracking isn't that bad. And that's I'm on the first version of it. There's a newer version now with different camera placement that supposedly has even better tracking. So
I have that version, and it's pretty good. I do like it. You know, I'll go to certain games, especially if I'm playing Zenith. I'm playing on my G2. It looks incredible. Certain things I can't play as well with because they're high resolution displays, right? And so it takes a little bit more beef on your PC to run it super well. But it's a great headset. You know, my only complaint with it is, the controllers aren't fantastic. And I love the Index controllers to a point, right? But they are broken all the time. Right now, my Index controllers are taped together.
Oh my God. How many sets of Index controllers have you?
5, and I'm not even bothering anymore. Like there has to be. This is my 5th set, and two headsets, 3 cables. So the Index, when it works, it's phenomenal. But the problem is, I mean, it just doesn't work all the time. So, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of backups. But if it was my only headset, I'd probably be singing a different tune, right? But I do love the HP Reverb G2, and I think it's a solid choice, especially for $299. Go get it for sure.
Well, and to your point a little bit, Skiva, I think it just boils down to like what you're doing in VR. You know, like, because for something that doesn't require precise optimal tracking, but would benefit from having increased visuals, that might be a perfect headset for you. You know, like something like Demio or something like Zenith,
Sim
where it's
racers.
Sim
Yeah.
Racer.
Red
Yeah,
Dead
exactly.
2,
Professional
stuff like that.
environments.
Yep.
If I ran a business and I was running training simulations or something that involved higher end PCs that can run this, I would absolutely suggest the G2 all day long on this. That you can read text so well, everything looks so sharp and so clear, the screens are great. It's a good headset. So
Maybe slap an Ultra Leap tracker on there and use it for
yeah.
some kind of hand tracking application.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
I think my point was I've
it.
got a Rift S, so I have no support with that thing anymore anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to do something because I got so irritated with that Quest 2 and everybody saying it's an all-in-one. You can do everything with it. You can. Most of the time.
Here's the thing that I keep coming with this, and I'm sorry, I'll let you go in a second, Wes, but there's just, I keep saying it, there's no one headset out there where you can go, yes, this is the best headset. Every headset we have out there are issues with those headsets. And people all the time are like, well, Quest 2. Well, we just talked about Quest 2 has issues with PSVR. So there is no one headset where I'm like, yes, this headset has everything. There's no issues. We need that headset, Wes.
We do.
And
we do. And I'd pay a pretty penny for it too.
Your fire sale is United States only.
I mean,
no, Canada sucks again.
Speaking of all like one headset to rule them all, man, Pimax just keep coming out with all of these. This is the one, guys. This is it.
I was wondering if Pimax was going to come up in this conversation.
It'll do your laundry. And it comes out tomorrow for $10.
The question is, which headset is going to be the one that brings the Ponzi scheme down? That's the question to me. Because at some point, they can't keep pushing this down the road. They just keep coming out with different headsets and pushing the last one back. And I don't know, man.
It's going to be the 12K, bro. Like, that's a lot of Ks.
It's a lot of They got extra Ks. It's a special K.
Special K.
They should have called
honestly,
the Pimax special K.
There's so many, new headsets and rumors of new headsets. And if I'm being 100% honest, I could give two shits about any of it because my PSVR 2 has been pre-ordered, and that's all I really care about.
And that was a good segue into our next topic.
Well done, Wes.
Congratulations. Way to go. And that's what I was kind of trying to go to is, could this be the headset where we don't have issues? Now, I know everybody's going to say, wait. It's got a cord, Eric. How can you enjoy anything? It's got a fucking plug in it. Got a cord. How can you enjoy it? And there's no games, guys. All these games suck. There's not one good game in this new launch library. Everybody on screen here getting a PlayStation VR 2? Todd? You dumb. What? So Wes, he has been telling us for 6 months that he is not getting a PlayStation VR 2.
I never said I wasn't getting one. I just wasn't as excited as the rest of you fanboys.
Wes, what did it take?
Fanboys.
Did it take one message from you and one message and one link from you to Todd, and then what happened?
You did.
Shout out the PSVR Without Parole Discord because they have a channel set up just to track pre-order links from all around the world. And after when I was in there celebrating my pre-order, I just happened to notice one that was for Canada, and I thought, you know what, Todd's not going to get it, but let's do the right thing here and make sure that he knows that he can have it if he wants it. And I sent Todd the link, and what was it, Todd? Like 5 minutes later, you sent me the confirmation.
It might have happened. Yeah, it might happen.
Did anybody?
But the problem is now I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Well, you're going to get one.
I'm waiting for Wes to send me some better links. He tried sending me some PS5 links, but they didn't work.
Yeah, I sent him the direct Sony link. I just assumed since they have
you can't buy it from Sony in Canada
store that Todd would be able to use that link.
Couldn't you just have Eric buy one, and then you guys see each other all the time, or you could send him one.
It's true.
I'd have to bring it because I shipped him one of my I shipped him my Pimax 8K. Cost me $175 to ship it. Todd, how much did it cost you to get it?
Get it out of customs.
It cost me $350 to get it out of customs.
I'm not shipping him anything.
Don't buy me anything and ship me
before I ship it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
on a mule.
I'm gonna
Couldn't it?
I'm
Wouldn't it
gonna
be
go ahead
cheaper to
and
drive it to him?
Yeah.
It'd been cheaper.
I'm going to go ahead and
Crazy.
suggest that you register on Amazon, Todd. The way Amazon, if it works in Canada like it works here, you have to register for an invitation, pretty much like the PSVR pre-orders here in North America. But just go onto the Amazon site. Do it today. It's Black Friday week. There are going to be consoles for sale this week, I assure you. So go ahead and get your registration done today. So you'll have your console when you need it.
We might have just lost a member of the Saints and Sinners team. I think GC13 to die. Pepsi Cat says, "Note to self: get a job in customs."
Yeah, for real.
Seriously. Holy crap.
Fun fact: there's a 100% import tax on electronics in Brazil. So if you were to buy a Quest in Brazil, it
In
would
Costa
literally
Rica.
cost you twice the amount of money.
Costa
Dou-
Rica.
double.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And subsequently, that you mentioned Brazil, one of only a couple countries that I know of that's still unable to pre-order PSVR 2. You can't get them in Brazil right now.
So guess who else can't pre-order PSVR 2? And it ain't my mom. It's me.
Why?
What?
So
What do you mean?
I know. It's
You
it's
had
messed up.
you had one of the first.
I didn't
But-
I?
Yeah.
So here's what happened. The thing opens up, boom, everyone's pre-ordering. I'm like, oh my God, hell yeah, here it is, my day. I'm going to pre-order this thing. I get in there. I'm like flying through the menus, I'm like, boom, there's my PSVR done. Give me this charging dock too. Bam, throw them in the order, send it up. So good. Pre-order confirmed. Feeling great about it. Go on to Twitter, CGT posting about his pre-order, and he got the Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't even realize was a thing. I went so fast through the menus that I just grabbed my PlayStation and got it. I was like, well, shit,
Oh.
I want the Horizon bundle then. Like if it's going to save me $10 on the game or whatever,
Did you cancel?
I canceled it
Oh no.
and immediately went to go reorder it. And Sony's like, no, you don't get to do this. And they're like, you've reached the maximum per household allowed. And I'm like, what the fuck? I canceled this like 5 minutes after ordering it. Like this
You're not the
should even
first
be
one.
done.
There's been people in our Discord that have done the same thing.
So I contacted Sony support. I got on the phone. I hit people up. I've got email chains going and they're like, oh yeah, we're escalating your thing. We're on it. And
Literally, I
That's
think
that.
Wes is crying right now. He was wiping tears
no.
out of his eyes. He's crying for you right now.
Bro.
fucking
That's so
sucks.
sad, man. That sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad beat, man.
Yeah. It's
I've
like,
done
dude, I'm trying
I've
to
done
give you
stuff like
more.
that too. I've
Mm.
done stuff like that too, where it's just instant regret, and it's hard to get over it, isn't it? Because you had it, it was
It
there.
stings. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to get it, right? Like just because I missed this first wave doesn't mean that I am imagining a future where I don't have PSVR 2 on release date.
Right.
I'm
Well, you
definitely
may
gonna
not
get
have it on release date anyway, just because
Right.
people pre-ordered it.
Well,
It's a week
here it is. You
release.
put it out
You
right
could
now
get
to
it
this
5
community.
days after.
Put it out right now in
Right.
this community. There's got to be somebody out there who has an invite to get one who's not going to get one or doesn't want to get one right away. Hit him up. Hit Alex up right now.
Hit me up.
There you go.
Yeah. Message
Or Alex
Alex
might
if
be
you
moving into my house.
exactly.
Yeah, just ship it to another house, right?
Yeah, I guarantee there's somebody out there who had the invite and got it and then was like, I can't do
here's
it right
the
now. Or I
thing.
don't want to do it.
The window's closed on that initial wave of
And the
invites.
18th.
Correct.
They won't
The
work.
18th was the last day. No, they're dead now.
Oh no.
Mm.
Nice thought though.
Well, my
Mhm.
story is the complete opposite. I wanted to go in there and check it out and log in, and found out that you need the money on hand to confirm it, which I don't have money. So Sony told me, "Fuck you, you're not good. You can't get this pre-ordered." Wes actually, with his extra accounts and his generosity, was able to secure one for me with another credit card, and so I do have a pre-order because of Wes. So
Wow.
That
appreciate
was
it.
weird too, because
Hell yeah.
I stepped up to help Roots after I was sure that the charge had cleared off of my credit card, and this is a completely different account, right? Like it didn't even have my name on the account. And I go through the process of putting everything in the cart and ordering it. The only thing that was the same, because I ship, it's set up to go to Roots' address. The only thing that was the same was the credit card, and they knew. They said, you already have one. You can't get another one. And I
Oh,
said, oh shit. And I know
No.
I didn't want to crush Roots, so I tried again, no luck. And I thought, just on a whim, let's try with a different credit card, and that worked. We were able to get Roots' pre-order, but I was scared for a minute. I didn't think we were going to be able to do it.
so if you have
Yeah.
multiple credit cards and multiple
different accounts
addresses-
too.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yep.
Yeah,
that's
he's got what, 5 accounts, Wes?
I've got a bunch of accounts. But as far as the pre-orders, I got 2 invites, and I signed up with 3 accounts. I got 2 invites, and oddly, the one account that didn't get the invite was my original account. That's got the most VR games on it, probably the most play time on it. It's PS Plus member. It has a PlayStation Visa card attached to it, and no invite for that one. Yeah.
What the heck? That's so strange.
Sus. Very sus.
That's very
Yeah,
sus.
Very sus.
Stephanie Masher in the chat. Happy birthday to the best. Charlie and I love you so much. We love you too.
Oh,
thanks, lady.
What an awesome wife.
Happy
You're
birthday,
awesome,
Masher.
Thanks.
By the way, I came here for the free birthday gifts, and like
Yeah,
I wondering
let's
where
do
the
some
free
shit.
stuff is.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's give away
I
some
want the
shit.
hoodie. Hell, bro.
Yeah, so I just want to one thing. Classy Grandma said, okay, am I getting this right? Everyone has bought a PlayStation, and you also have Quest 1 and 2s and Pros. And
No, let's if we're gonna go down that road, I was thinking about this today because I don't collect shit that I don't use. Like if I find out I'm not going to use something anymore, it's gone. I can get money from it while it's still got value.
Oh my God, Todd, what are you doing?
Unlike people like Eric that's got so much shit behind, like so many every headset, right? Like if you went down that list, like you could supply the whole audience.
Well, what about a Pico 4 though? Is that real?
Nice.
Oh, is this what we're giving away right now?
Yeah,
right.
Let's give that away to
Put my
chat right
baby.
now.
Spin the wheel, D. Spin
Let's
it
do
now.
this.
Quick before Todd can say no.
Let's do that, Todd.
Speaking
we
of
should
Pico,
definitely do
Pico
that.
guy popped in the chat. What's
Giving
up?
away my Pico 4, you crazy?
What's up, Pico
Well,
guy?
why are you showing it? We're talking about
seriously.
giving away.
Just
What-
crush everybody in the chats, especially.
By the way,
Roots.
Roots, I am the complete opposite of you. Like I keep it all. Like I was the kid who like allowed my N64 and my Sega to go during like yard sales and shit. And now that I'm an adult, like I'm reclaiming everything that I lost as a kid and some. I'm keeping every box. I'm keeping all the promotional items. Like I have quite a collection going.
I just if I'm not going to use it anymore, I can't. You know.
I've been very lucky. I've had to buy a few of these, but most of these have been, the companies have sent them to me to review in some way or another, so I have gotten them. But I wouldn't probably be able to keep them all if I wanted to. The only one I bought that I kept, and I don't even know why I kept it, is the stupid Vive Flow. Which we're going to talk about the Flowcus here in a little bit. But I want to say on Twitch, Voss KV, Voss is from Andromeda Entertainment, says happy birthday, Eric. Thank you, Voss. Appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow morning in the meeting. Let's see what else. All right, guys, let's give away one of these, and let's give away an in-depth Unchained key. Wes's favorite game that he never plays.
I love it.
You
Man.
didn't
It's
have a
good.
chance to.
I love that
I haven't
Other
played
shit
it in
to
a
play.
while.
I know, right?
There's a reason why I haven't played it in a while. It's because when I play it, like I can't just pick it up once and put it down. When you start on that, it's something that takes repetition and practice, and it becomes all that I play when I play
It's an
it.
investment.
But there is a brand new season that's either about to start or just started.
Yeah, I think it's
so
about to start. Yeah.
Yeah, we might need to pick it back up pretty soon.
Nice.
I thought Alex was going to bring a Pico 4 he was giving away. I thought you were
No,
getting
No,
his
but I
Pico
will
4,
bring
bro.
something. I do have something to
All right,
give
hold on.
away.
You got to put it back. You're
Okay.
off screen for a minute.
Hang on, you're off
Hang
screen for a second while we do this wheel. I can't get everybody on the screen.
Oh, okay. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Oh
I'll
my
wait.
God, dude.
I know, right?
Bullshit. I can still
Wait,
see
I
you,
want to be
though,
on the
Alex.
screen instead of Todd.
All right, this is for in-depth Unchained. In-depth Unchained goes to, I think, Bluebell.
No, Bluebell, maybe
So-
or Ryan.
How do I know if
I
I'm back
can't
on?
see it. It's
because
a
I can
delay
call
on
out
it. It's a delay on
No, you're
the,
good. Go ahead.
Bluebell.
on the YouTube stream.
Bluebell.
Hey.
Congratulations, Bluebell.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I love
Congratulations.
Bluebell. Bluebell's rocks.
Bluebell's
That's
the
a
best.
great
is the
game
best.
to get. If you don't have that game, it is so
is.
fun.
I'll tell you what, man, this whole Wheel of D thing is not nearly as suspenseful when you can't see the wheel.
I know.
I
It's,
know.
I know, right?
and I
thank God everybody else
to
can
watch
see
in
it.
the past
Everybody else
when
can
I
see
watch
it.
that.
You can
Yeah,
come to
is it
Discord
called
if you
the
want to
Wheel of-
mute yourself, and you can see
Is it
it.
called the Wheel of
That's too much work.
Space Dennis says Rush of Blood 2 is hype.
Oh my God.
I'm
I
so
think
stoked.
that is my most anticipated game to play of all games. And I didn't, what's funny is I didn't even think about this. I need to actually pick that up on a pre-orders. But I guess this is what I was telling them in my chat the other day. the hardware is what's important for the pre-order. The games, even if you don't have, because I like physical copies of games. Worst comes to worst, I could get switched back digital on day one, or whenever I have my headset. I don't have to have it in physical, right? But I have to have the headset to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We're safe.
So that's
We're
why
safe.
That's why I didn't try to like, I didn't even know there was a bundle until Alex mentioned it the day of pre-order. So I just ordered my PSVR 2 and then heard there's a bundle and I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to buy Horizon.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about the bundle either until Wes whispered me and said, do you want me to get you the Horizon bundle or the regular? And I said, definitely Horizon.
Well, I wasn't going to buy it. I was just going to get the base because, you know, being on without parole, there's a good chance that we get keys for that.
Yeah, and I thought
That's
that
true.
too, but I mean, it was like for $50 more. I mean, I just want the box that has
The game alone
Horizon
is
on it,
60.
you know what I mean?
Just
The
have
game
box.
alone is 60.
It's a $60
So,
game. Let me ask you this, Eric, since we really haven't had a chance to talk about it. Are you a little bit more excited for Horizon now that it's a $60 game and we know that they feel like it's worth $60?
Well, yeah, because everybody was saying this is going to be a tech demo, and this is going to be a 2-hour experience or 3-hour experience tech demo that wasn't going to be a game, and but if you didn't think that these PlayStation VR games were going to be, you thought they were going to be $19.99 and $15.99, where you been living, man? That wasn't going to happen. Sony is going to give you such a break on this hardware, and $550 is a break, folks. By the way, if you don't think that's a break, you're crazy for this hardware. So if they're going to make their money on the software and they're going to make 70, it's going to be $60-$70 per game for these PlayStation games, but I think they're going to be worth it.
Let me ask you this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say the VR market as a whole really needs a course correction with regards to pricing in a bad way. And I kind of feel like this PSVR 2 store is a great opportunity for, VR games to kind of catch up with the rest of the market.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I was going to ask what you guys' thoughts are on. I heard from Spry Guy the other day a reason for not getting the PlayStation VR 2 that I hadn't really thought about, or I guess I hadn't really heard about. But he said it's attached to a console. He's absolutely hasn't had a console since PS2 or PS3.
I said the
and
same
I
thing.
thought, wow, I never even really thought about it because this console is so fucking powerful. It's better than most VR. It's going to put out better games than the Quest 2.
It's a high-end PC.
Yeah. So but I think it's being in that mindset. I just never really thought about that. What do you guys think about that?
Man, so if you really wanted a PSVR 2, you're going to spend the same on a PS5 and a PSVR 2 than you are an Index, right? And the Index you can't even run without another $2,000 computer on top of it. So, the whole pricing thing with this is weird. For the price of a cell phone, you can have some of the most advanced virtual reality on the planet, but there's no PS5s anywhere. You can't just walk into a Target, walk into a Walmart and buy a PS5. And that's a huge, huge problem. And I feel like that could reflect poorly on what people think of the state of VR if this headset doesn't sell well because people can't get the console it has to attach to. But so we'll see what happens.
Hopefully the delay is doing, that was a part of the delay, right? That's why they said to build up the PS5s. Hopefully we're getting ready to see a release maybe in the next week with the holidays. Right?
I'm going to respin for that game because Bluebill already has it, but we can keep chatting on this while it's spinning.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have been trying to get my nephew's a PS5 for years, literally more than a year, 2 years, 2 Christmases. Right, trying to go in and find another PS5, and I found one for myself right away because I had a bunch of help. I had a lot of community members helping me, pin one down, and I ended up getting one. I feel very lucky, and it was just purely for the fact that when PSVR 2 dropped, I wanted to be ready. But it's crazy to me that I still can't go in and explore my PlayStation.
Here's a little food for thought.
Pico guy won the key, FYI.
Oh my god!
Congrats,
nice.
Pico guy.
Good job, Pico
guy.
I knew he could do it.
But Root's talking about this thing being attached to a powerful PS5 console, and that's true. PS5 is powerful, more powerful than your average gaming PC. I won't say that it's more powerful than a high end, but it's more powerful than your average gaming PC. But what you have to factor in is the way things are optimized for console versus the all around use of a computer. So here's a little food for thought. I'm sure most of us here have played the original PSVR and know what while it lacks in tracking and other things, the games can be pretty high quality at times. But this was attached to a PS4, which had an 8-core, 8-thread processor that ran at a base clock speed of 1.6 gigahertz, boosts up to 2.7 gigahertz, 2 megabytes of L2 cache, 800 megahertz, 8-core GPU, and 8 gigabytes of GDDR5. So you could, if you had a PC that was spec'd like that, Oculus wouldn't even let you boot into the headset. It would tell you that you don't have enough of a computer by a mile. But the wizards at Sony were able to take this thing and make it run some pretty respectable VR games. So we can only imagine what they're going to be able to get out of the PS5
with eye tracking.
Especially dynamic foveated rendering with eye tracking. That's so big. I think this is going to run, like a machine like mine with a 3090 in it almost, right? As long as the developer is optimized properly and is taking advantage of the tech how it should be. I mean, I think this is going to be an absolute killer experience. Killer.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Quick shout out to Alakazam for a $20 super chat. Love the show and everything y'all do. Got my PSVR 2 ordered. Wasn't going to get it, but there's a few games I want to play. Quest Pro will be my primary, and PSVR 2 for the exclusives. Have a good day.
So Skiva, you need to go to our,
pretty good
our
combo.
hardware channel or hardware talk or whatever channel in our Discord, because we had somebody from the PlayStation VR Without Parole. They joined our Discord and they got a PlayStation VR 5. Yeah, the next day, because everybody's tracking, posting where to find them, and he was able to get a PlayStation 5 in a day.
They've been in stock. They've been in stock pretty regularly on Sony Direct. I know somebody that might have been looking for one for Christmas the other day and ordered it and got it the very next day.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you're looking, this is.
You think you're better than me?
Freaking Todd still
man
can't get one.
legitimately thinks that he is better than us.
You think you're better than me, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Nice. That's good. I'm glad so many people are starting to get these PlayStation 5s now. I think you could definitely get one over there, Skiva, if you need to get one for.
I just found one on Amazon.ca, but and I don't know if this is normal price, but this is $940 Canadian.
Well, it's
What
probably
is it about?
packaged.
Bundle?
Yeah, it's gonna be bundled.
Ragnarok.
And
It's
was
a
it called
good
extra controller?
No, one controller.
Okay, well,
Just so
Todd,
it's just coming with a game.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
Is
I
it
mean,
the
Canadian
digital
dollars.
or the physical?
Disc edition.
Look,
And
yeah,
is it being
that's,
sold?
that's a good deal. It's $100 American, which is what, 900 Canadian.
and let me,
Go get it, dude.
you're not. Do you have to pay an import?
No.
I mean, that's no.
Is it is it sold by? Does it say sold by Amazon? Or does it say like sold by Joe Scalper and Company?
Sold by AAA Pro distributors.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. That's a
There you go.
$550 bundle here.
So that equals about $700 US.
Yeah. Nah, that's a
I
bad
think
deal.
That's a bad
But
deal.
but you have it this week. You could have it tomorrow, maybe or a couple
And
weeks.
God of
couple
War's
You're
days.
playing Returnal, Todd.
I know. All right.
Skiva
Mm-hmm.
in stock, unless you want the digital like $399 with no games. That one's out of stock. But the digital God of War bundle is in stock. The original disc version is in stock. Modern Warfare bundle. I mean, there are PlayStations available right now.
Sony Direct.
Awesome.
Sony Direct.
Well, sweet. Okay. All right, I'll go on there. Yeah. So let those super chats roll in because
Yeah, for real.
It's like, oh fuck, man.
You get a
I got-
PlayStation 5 and you get a PlayStation 5. Oh shit, too funny. Well, I do want to move on a little bit from PlayStation because we could pretty much talk about it all day long. But what I want to talk about is legs.
Oh, legs. Okay.
And what does that mean? I want to talk about legs on Among Us. Does Among Us still have legs? We're over a week into Among Us.
Oh.
And I was in IAAPA and I actually did catch a little Virtual Strangers stream on Wednesday night of you guys playing it with the community.
I was sleeping. I was so mad when I got the text from Wes.
Yeah, I mean,
we had a blast.
I just had a chance, like I put it on where it was some party we were at and I just happened to put it on. I'm like, holy crap, it looks like they're having an awesome time. But So that's my question. I'll kind of go around the horn here. I'll start with Alex, and then we'll go to Wes and around the horn. Let's talk about Among Us. And do you think it still has legs? And are you personally done with it, or do you think the community is done with it, or do you think it's still going? And are you still going to play it?
I'm just getting started personally. I definitely think it has legs. I wouldn't expect that. I mean, I understand that the VR community is a little different where actually I guess the gaming community in general really has kind of rallied around like these release date windows for games. It's like when the game comes out, that's when you're playing it, and if you're not playing it then you missed it, like that's kind of seems to be like the vibe, but I personally don't think that's the case with Among Us. I think that there are a lot of people who are going to love this game who still haven't bought it yet. And I have not even come close to getting my fill of that game. I've only been in there like once or twice, and I have not gotten the full shebang of it yet. So my quick answer is it definitely has legs, and it's going to be around for a little while.
Wes?
I agree. I think unlike the meta avatar, it definitely has legs. I think, but I think that I think the reason why is because it has such a mass appeal to casuals, which is just subsequently the Quest gamers. Most of them are casuals, but I mean, you can go on YouTube any given day, and there's some flat streamer on there with 20,000 views playing Among Us VR and saying it's the coolest thing they've ever done. So I think that it's going to continue to draw people in. I think it's going to sell headsets. Now, for me personally, I've had a blast the couple times that I played it. I don't think this is something I could play every day, but like on a once a week, once every other week basis with friends. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it much more than I ever expected that I would.
Have you? I got a question for Wes. Have you returned all of your daughter's Christmas presents for lying to your face?
she doesn't have any, dude. She never had any to begin with. Now I just it made shopping a lot easier.
Never play against family. Wes and his daughter against me, and I was out, and she lied her teeth off. It was awesome.
she made me vote Todd off. But yeah, I gotta say though, Todd, you had that coming, man. Like you're not the easiest person to trust anymore.
Exactly. He always looks guilty no matter what he does. I just vote him off because he's Canadian right off the bat. I hit that button as soon as it starts going live, and I'm voting Todd off automatically. All right, D, I want to hear what you have to say because what do you think? I want to know.
Kind of like what Wes said. It's not going to be an everyday game or something that I'm probably going to go out seeking to play. But if you guys here are like, hey, you want to play, and we're all getting in, okay, sure. Because I really had fun when me and Wes were the imposters and we killed Isabel right in front of who was it? Braxbro.
I don't remember.
I saw that
It was
one.
Braxbro, and he's like, we voted him off.
Yeah, somebody timestamped it. I saw somebody. Somebody looked at the message said this was the funniest part. So I went and checked the timestamp, and it was it was damn funny.
Dude, it was.
Dude, Braxbro had us pegged from the first meeting. And then by the end of it, we talked everyone to voting him off and everyone else, and we won. But he saw us right away, and we're just such good liars. And he was so upset. It was just like, see you in hell.
He said too. What was crazy is he said I guess he went to vote D off like when that first initial vote, but he clicked wrong or he was a little too late. The timer ran out. Otherwise, it would have totally changed the aspect of everything. So that's crazy.
That's how these things happen. You got to be careful.
I had so much fun playing that game last time that we played it that I've actually been sitting here contemplating maybe starting to edit shorts and publish shorts from this game.
That's a good idea.
Because it's so fucking hilarious. I mean, there's gold in there. If I just had more time for it, it would already be done.
Or if somebody in the virtual strangers community is like really good at that kind of stuff and you wanted to help us out,
go cut them.
Give us a message us, and maybe we'll
put Isabel on it. I think she's been taking an interest, saying she wants to learn how to do what we do. So
that's a good idea.
Put her on some video editing.
Yeah,
hell yeah. Roots, what do you think? Is it still something you're going to go back to? You think, or just like Wes and D with the community? It's not something. Would you ever go into this like with randos? Would you ever like? I just want to play Among Us, and I don't have a group to play with. I'm just going to jump in with randos. I think it could be streaming gold. I think
This is the thing, because I saw some of my best moments with Pop One when I used to stream it all the time was when I'd have randoms. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of weird. You're going to get a lot of toxic. But I think it could be fun. It could be interesting. I don't know. I haven't tried it random. I definitely think it's something for the that the community will continue to do. It's a lot of fun, and I agree with what you guys were saying as far as it's selling headsets. I talk to customers all the time, and I've been bringing up Among Us VR because there's a lot of kids in houses that everybody knows what Among Us is. People still play it flat, and has a big following, and it's one of those games where you feel like, oh my god, like I could be in there. Like it's a community game that if you already loved it, and now you can be in it. It actually makes. I mean, I guess this. Not every game makes a difference whether you're in VR. Obviously, it's going to make it enhance it, but this game really does, man. Even just being the imposter and being in the vents is so cool in VR. That was my favorite thing. Because you don't think about this. You're listening to people's conversations, right? So you're like the ultimate creeper, okay? And you're watching people, and there's like 3 people. You're following them around. You're waiting until one of them is kind of left behind. Pop out. Bam, kill him, pop back in the vent. Everybody's like, what the fuck? They were just, I mean, so much chaos is created with the imposter. I love it. It's cool.
Being the imposter is the best part. It's so much fun. Because even when you're dead, there's so much shit you can do.
Yeah.
I love it. Skiba, how about you, man?
So this game's a big deal, right? This is one of the biggest IPs in all of video games, period. Flat, VR, whatever. This is huge. Everyone wanted this. Now we have it. I think it's great. I think in a year from now, a year and a half from now, I think we're going to go in there and still be able to easily find a game. You know, I do not ever play with randoms, any game. I play from people I play with friends, and I play with people from our community. And we're lucky enough that we have that, right? We all have each other, and we have all of these amazing people in our community. So it's never super hard to find anyone to play with. So yeah, I mean, I will play when people are playing because this game is super fun, right? It's definitely not something I'm like, oh my God, I need to play Among Us right now. Just, like I do with After the Fall, right? But it serves its purpose. It's really good when you get a group of people together and it's like, oh, it's Among Us night. This is incredible. And we did the same thing. We've been playing this forever in Neos too, because Neos is an incredible version of this. It's much darker. It's a little bit more scary and like a little bit more nerve wracking. And that, to me personally, I still prefer the Neos version, but I think Shield Games absolutely crushed this. It's very similar aesthetically to the flat version. That's what people know. That's what they like. And I think they got exactly what they needed. And as long as they are smart, which Shell Games is a great studio, and they over time release another map, a little bit more time releasing and they leverage that to bring people back in and to bring press and public back, like to get it, more people streaming it on YouTube and continue to build the hype through all of this time. I think it's going to absolutely withstand time. It's gonna do well. So
yeah, I think me and Todd probably are about the same, right, Todd? I think we're like, it's not something I want to go back to all the time. I don't mind sticking it in like for an hour or two, like in the streaming schedule or something like that. I mean,
what else likes it when you stick in for an hour or two?
I just put that one on a T for you. Oh man. Wow, that was too easy. But yeah, I think you're about the same mind, right, with that, Todd?
Yeah, I think it's definitely not a game I would play with random people either. But like Steve said, there's
boring,
so many.
Man. You gotta check it out. Man.
There's so many people in our community that it's so easy to just get 8-10 people in there and have so much fun. Well, I can see it as a Saturday night live stream part of the Saturday night, whether it's only for an hour or whatever. I could see that moving forward. So.
Yeah, Will Faraza is basically saying like, yeah, this is all cool and great, but if you guys aren't playing with randoms, you have no clue like how healthy the game actually is, like, which I think is a pretty good point.
Very good point.
And I also saw some people in the chat saying the biggest issue that they're having right now is that if a host leaves a game, it ends the experience for everybody who's connected to that room. Like one person can be like, I'm out of here, and they bounce and
wait, but time out. There's a whole bunch of times that people I've played with have disconnected, and it says
as the host,
it's been like, oh, now you are the host.
And then it changes.
Yeah, that happened to me actually.
Eric was hosting a live stream and he left and the room was still fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening there.
Well, that's good.
So maybe they patched it, but it definitely doesn't do that
fixed
anymore.
it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Either way, it seems like those were kind of like the high level things from chat that we weren't hitting on that I wanted to bring into the chat real quick.
But that's a good point, though, and I kind of thought about that a little bit because we're kind of removed because we do have those groups to play with, and we're enjoying. You know, I remember when I first got into VR, I didn't know nobody, and it was like okay, you want to go into these multiplayer games, and you don't have anybody to go in with. You're forced to go in with randoms, and so it's a different experience.
But we've all built communities to do those things, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we
those
all
lazy
had.
people.
I mean, none of us got in and go, "Hey, let's go, you know, build a community and make $1 million in VR." That ain't gonna happen. We all did this because we wanted other people to hang out with in VR. We wanted to like get like-minded people and get them together and have fun and go do these things. So, you know, I understand that we want to play with the people that are in our community. But there are a lot of people that don't have these communities, and if you can just get in with other people, go do that.
And I think the point that you're really making now is that we were all randos until we weren't. You know, like we're not friends and family from before, you know, like we all got involved in VR, started joining Discords, getting on YouTube, doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, bam, there's a community of people, you know?
Yep.
So you guys are kind of randos still a little bit, I guess.
I played on VR with Jasmine's live stream the other day, and she actually had 2 randoms that just joined because they saw the stream, they saw the room number on the stream, and it was great. They were great. They were a little quiet because they didn't know if they were going to get in trouble for showing up, but it was fine.
Yeah. And now they're not randoms. And now they have names.
Yep.
Right. No, now they're
part of what game was it the other day, Roots, that we had someone guess our room code and join? You remember this?
A while back. I don't know.
It was Survive. It was Survive.
Right.
Right.
We got in there. Roots couldn't join, but some random guessed our password and joined us.
Well, it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was.
It was MYMOM. It was the same as my, you know, the combination on my luggage. You know.
Yeah.
0000.
So I want to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wes.
No, I was going to say, but no, this person was awesome. They joined us. They showed us where a bunch of hidden items and things and upgrades were, and pretty much carried us throughout the stream.
I tell you what, I've had some good experience playing After the Fall with randos when I just needed to go in. I was just trying to do something, or I had like a specific thing I wanted to do, and I didn't want to like, you know, message people to go play because I was probably only going to play for an hour or 45 minutes, but I was in there trying to like, you know, open a weapon skin or something like that. And I got in with randos, and I've had some of the best times because a lot of these people are freaking smart and they play even more than I do. So it's fun to find those. I mean, you're going to get your shitty randos from time to time, but again, that's with anything, people. That's flat gaming too.
Have you played Call of Duty lately?
That is a game that if you go into with randos and the host disconnect, you lose all of your progress. You'll be in there for an hour and it's all gone, right? So I definitely don't.
You got to make sure you're the host. You got to make sure you're hosting.
You do, but you can't make sure that, because even if you're the host and you go to let someone in, it just randomizes who gets to keep the host role.
So GT is actually commenting at the perfect time right now in the chat, saying, because you were saying, oh, when we play, it just switches the host over. Well, GT says not in quick play. The game ends as soon as the host leaves. He played last night, and there's no update to that.
The one where it matters, right? Like when you're just throwing with randoms. That's bullshit.
No, that's
what are you doing, Shell Games?
That's bad news. I'd be surprised if they didn't fix that.
Some bad firewall flashbacks now.
Yeah.
Oh God. Firewall is like a lobby simulator for 60% of the time that you play that game.
Firewall Ultra is coming, guys.
Do you think they're going to fix the new one? Do you think it's going to be the same lobby?
That might be the game I end up spending more time in than any other game, by the way.
I guarantee it will be mine. I guarantee it. I can feel it.
What about the cord though?
Yeah, it's gonna have a cord.
I don't even care. I am not a cord person. Like I have no issue with the cord. I have issues when stuff doesn't have a cord. It's like, oh shit, this thing's battery is dead, you know, or this or that, or this graphics suck compared to my corded thing, you know. Like I opt for cords, not with every headset, but with a lot of things in my life.
Everything, a mouse, a keyboard. I've gone wireless, and that, like, especially keyboards. There's nothing worse to me than typing and nothing, and then a delay. And it happens every once in a while. It just does. And it's like, I can't. It needs to be wired in there.
I'm right there with you.
Same here.
Yeah, I use all wired stuff. I know I hate wireless, but I don't want the lag.
I have the best, Quest setup, the best wireless stuff, the best, most comfortable things for my Quest, but I still opt to my Index, even though it's wired.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. I don't want my headset running out of batteries. I don't.
I was playing Risk of Rain 2, which is, very, spinning around with my wire, no problem. Every once in a while I'd use my joystick, but I was still spinning around normally. But see, this is the key. And like somebody, remember when you were a kid and you'd put your arms out and you'd spin around in circles? It's not how you play VR, bro. Like you go one direction and you go back the other. And I didn't have a problem. So I think people are really kind of over, hyping that problem. For some people, it really will be a problem because I guess they're just jumping around like Gorilla Tag and fucking all over their room, bro. But crazy.
Well, I'm looking forward to PlayStation VR 2. Probably the most anticipated headset for me coming out. But let's talk. Yeah, ever. Let's talk about one thing. I want to move on a little bit because we're getting a little bit long in the show, and I want to hit on a couple of these topics because this is one I want to let's give away Walkabout Mini Golf as our next key to give away, guys, because this is a great game. But while we're doing it, I want to talk about Myst. And if any of you guys have played it yet, it's probably the first miss for me. Now I'm not saying that people shouldn't buy this course because again, for $2.99, go buy every course and you're gonna have fun in it. But as I got to the end and I played through it, I went, it was all right. It was okay. And I have never done that about any course so far.
Did you play Myst, like the game?
I didn't play. I did play it in VR, and I did maybe catch a little bit flat, but I was not a fan. So if you're a fan of Myst, maybe that is where this will shine for you. You'd have to be a big fan.
Techno Glitch? Let's go.
What's up, Glitch? Congratulations, man. So let's anybody want to chime in here? Go ahead if anybody has played it yet. But for me,
I was not a fan.
There's not many of these misses.
Meh for me. After playing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the bar has been set so high that it's definitely a miss.
It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for atmosphere? Or are you looking for like the feeling like you're in the 20,000 leagues, or you're in Myst, or are you looking for mechanics of the actual holes? Both. Right? Like, well, this is the thing. That I felt like the puzzles and they were very unique. It was different.
How many buttons did we come across that did absolutely nothing?
I don't know about the buttons.
They do. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I can't say that. If you're looking across all the courses, because I went through and played all of them the other day, like some of them are so basic, and they, like the one with the wind and shit, like you're going through there and it's barren, So if you're gonna say that those ones are better than this one, I think you're fucking crazy.
I didn't.
But I do say when you compare it to 20,000 Leagues.
And Labyrinth too. Labyrinth was amazing.
And Labyrinth, as far as those ones, then absolutely it wasn't as good. But the one with the wind, the mechanic was so cool. I love that one. But the graphics are basic. So do you get what my point is? It's maybe it's not on the level of the other two.
But the one you're talking about with the wind is not a $3 course. It's included with the game.
Well, regardless of whether it's paid for it or not, it's more content. I just really thought it was worth $3.
And this is interesting that you guys are doing this because we played this together, right? I mean, the three of us went in and we recorded this to set it up for day of release, and I had fun in there. But to me, I got to the end and I'm like, I had fun because I was hanging out with Roots and Todd, and we just always are going to have fun. But I had fun with the course, and again, I'm not saying for $2.99 you should go buy every course because they're still really good. Just to me, this was the one that kind of like I was like, would I go back and play that course again?
There was a lot of missed opportunities, and that was what we kind of discussed at the end. Like with
missed opportunities,
and maybe we don't know. Maybe there are things with all those buttons, but it was kind of a letdown that with all these different things, and you're hitting all those buttons, you changing them, turning them on or whatever, and then flipping the switches, and they did nothing.
Yeah. How about the cave on the dock where you can't go in?
Not even a cave; it's just a black wall.
That was a little like they never do that shit. They always have something like don't even put it there. I mean, don't put it.
Even if it only went down like 8 feet and there was a picture or something, would have been better than just what it was. So.
Man, I need to play it because I played Myst and I like know
haven't-
what all of those things do.
The tree's cool.
In the real game, you know. So I bet you if you played the game, you'd like.
I mean, is there anybody in chat? Can you? Is anybody checked it? I was gonna say, has anybody checked it out in chat where you know if these buttons work and stuff and these levers? Because the levers that are in the game and the buttons in the game, they're all manipulatable. So you can go in and flip the switches, you can press the buttons, you can do all this stuff, but we just couldn't figure out if it actually did anything.
Right.
You have to get the clues from the tower.
I gotta play this. Yeah, well,
I
in the
haven't
game
played
you
it
do.
yet.
In the
Alex-
game you do. There's all kinds of.
Yeah,
I think you'll like it. You know, I mean, I wasn't a huge Myst fan, but I enjoyed it. The VR version that I played, and I think they did a really good job recreating that world. And that was one of the first things that we said when we first got in there. It's like, oh my god, they did a really good job of recreating this. But that one simple fact of the buttons, it did kind of bother me. But I thought that there was more thought into these holes than a lot of them. And
there was, because it was like puzzles, right, to solve the whole. I mean, it wasn't, you can't just, okay, I got to putt and make a putt, and it's all about making the art of putting. This is not about that, right? It's about figuring the puzzle out to get to the ball where the hole is.
Right.
So when you say buttons, I haven't played this yet, but what I'm imagining is the buttons in the first level of Myst where they're like shapes, like a leaf, and a snake, and stuff.
Those you turn those on,
and the switches that are on the dock and stuff like that.
Right. Yep. And a big part of Myst is understanding which of those buttons you need to hit. Like, because there's a specific combo of them.
Alex is going to go in there and unlock this.
I'm definitely going in there.
So Chris 9989 says the buttons and levers are used to get the putter on the hard mode.
Okay, well then why are they even in the normal mode? They should not be there.
That changed the whole thing. This might be the best course that I've ever played.
No, lies.
I have zero putters open in this game. I could give two shits about the putters.
I have all of them. I have all of them.
None.
Me and Stacks went in there one day, and
Neptune one's awesome.
Multiple days we went through and we did all of the puzzles, and that was one of the best parts of this game for me. Was that it's super fun. I played Myst when it first came out, and it was super nostalgic for me, and I really loved that game. But then it came out in VR, and I didn't think it held up.
Really?
So it's just a nostalgia thing for me at this point. I'd love to go in there just to try it, and I haven't yet, because every time I have a free second, I'm like, after the fall.
I know that. Yeah, I mean,
it's so fun. After the Fall is so awesome.
It's so good.
I have not played any of the
best
night
fucking game
courses
of VR.
at all.
The 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea night course is so cool.
So check this out. So it's crazy to me that the night courses aren't the default courses, because when I unlock the night courses, they're like twice the graphics and they're twice as beautiful. They're absolutely insane. Dynamic lighting. They look gorgeous. They should be the first course that everyone experiences. They look amazing.
Yeah, when they say they give you 36 holes, when they say they give you 36 holes of golf, and you're like, but it's only one course. It is a completely different 18, even though it's the heart with.
It's not the daytime, nighttime that the original courses were.
So then, how can we really judge it then? How can we judge it without playing the hard mode then?
No, I judge a lot of shit without playing.
You said
have you met me?
You said the 20,000 Leagues was the best. The night was amazing. What if the Myst one is phenomenal?
It could be.
I doubt it.
Again, and I think if you're a Myst fan like Alex, he beat this thing at 9 years old. That's crazy.
I beat the first level.
Oh, okay. I was.
That was enough for me.
He's been telling the world that you beat the whole game at 9 years old.
I mean, like, he's a genius, bro.
I literally did say the first level.
Yeah, the first level. Yeah.
But still, I mean, for somebody who played this game, flat and nostalgia, we talk about these courses with nostalgia all the time with Labyrinth. There's people that grew up in that movie that still watch that movie now, that went and watched it again just because they could go play the course. You know what I mean? They wanted to watch it over after playing the course or before playing the course. If that is you, this course is probably fantastic. Just for me, I was just like,
I think there was so much hype behind Myst. Like, it's been so long coming. I think my expectations maybe were just higher. I just thought it would be nicer looking, or I don't know.
I just want Back to the Future. And
I think it's.
I want Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be
Indiana Jones.
Jurassic Park would be super dope. I would love
Indiana Jones. You got to run from the ball while you're hitting your ball.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I want a Willy Wonka course.
Oh god, yeah, the one with Johnny Depp.
That would be
Tron. Right, D.
Gene Wilder.
Gene
Wilder.
Oh, Tron. Yeah.
Tron would be so cool.
Mighty Coconut sitting there watching this going, Jesus fucking guys, come on. I just gave you fucking Myst. You guys are all pissed off about all these other courses.
Sorry, Lucas.
Poor Mighty Coconut.
I think they're gonna pull yours and Todd's
Media
courses.
access.
Yeah.
They're like, screw you guys.
Screw you guys.
You
Roots,
can't say anything
you get
bad.
to keep yours, Roots.
Don't ever.
That's
say
all right.
that.
They've already played the next 4 DLCs anyway.
Right?
Oh, no,
I know Mike Newton did for sure.
He did. Yep.
Oh man, but that's hey, we're really good friends with Mighty Coconut. They're friends of the channel. They're friends of the show. They do give us access. Same with Virtual Strangers. But I am not going to sugarcoat it. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. You know what I mean? And they have to be okay with that. And you know what? They have been so far, and most will. And again, I'm not saying that nobody should go out and buy this. I'm just saying for me, it was a miss.
Well, you got to remember too. This is Mist. Is how old is Mist now?
35 years
30
old.
or 40 years old.
Yeah.
35 years old, right? We're recreating a 35-year-old game, right? It's going to be really hard to make that true to
More
the
like
game.
25,
It'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, either way, right? But so people,
you're
this
making
is
Alex really old.
true.
Yeah, I was like,
That's true. Yeah.
How old is Alex?
I'm
Alex,
35.
Welcome to 50, bro. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
this is about
so
nostalgia.
yeah, so let's talk about this. Let's move on from Walkabout and Mist, and let's talk about the Quest 2, the Quest 2 sale that has been going on for about a week now, I think.
Something like that.
And we've kind of all touched on it a little bit, but I wanted to touch on it again because I think this is a special sale. This is a pretty damn good sale. Like if you're looking to buy VR this year and you were like, man, what headset do I go buy? If you're in a country where you have a choice between Pico and Quest 2, man, to me right now with this package, I don't think there's no brainer here. You're going to buy this package. You know
This
what I mean?
pretty much brings it pretty much brings it back to the old price, right? If you consider the cost of the games, I mean, the headset is actually cheaper now than it was before the price hike.
Yeah, I've been saying to like everybody else, the Pico 4, again, library is a bit of an issue, but they're working on it. The Pico 4 and the Quest 2, if you're in a country where you can choose between the two, before this sale, there's a good doubt in my mind of which one I'm going to recommend to you. And I haven't really spent a ton of time in the Pico 4 yet, but from what I have, I'm like, I don't know which one I'd recommend yet. Right now, this is a no-brainer. I'm sending you the Quest 2 with this sale, and this is why they did the price hike, or a good part of why they did the price hike. Todd, Roots, go ahead.
Go ahead, Todd. Let's go.
We were arguing about this before the show. That's right. I don't know. I think that's why they brought the price down. Like if they marked the price up. If the price wasn't more expensive now, there would be no sale.
Yeah, and what I was saying, and this is my thing. That's great. The sale is great. And some people will get the headset for 2 weeks for that price, but for months, for a year in between, it's a higher price. So I think that it's great that they can market it and have it for cheaper. But I think the inflation and cost of everything going up is more of a reason to raise the price than so that they can put it on sale.
I would assume that they think, though, right now that this is the time that they're going to sell, probably in this year. They'll sell more headsets now than they will at any other time of the year. And this is when they're giving all that back away. They're giving it all away. Now, it's easier to give away when you can give away the games that you already own, right?
Yep.
Roots, I think that the reason why they fired those 11,000 people was just so that they could go on a hiring spree now. How awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the logic of the world, right? But there was nothing saying they couldn't attach games to these headsets to begin with. Even
Beat
at the
Saber
old
should
price,
be
right?
It should be like packaged, like your Mario 64 copy with the N64. It's like it should just come. Did it come? Did N64 come with Mario?
It did not. It did not. It did not. But
they made you buy it. Yeah, but either way, like if you buy the Quest, they own Beat Saber. It should just come with that, and then like there's your VR. Like you bought a VR system that has a game. Like to me, that's a no brainer.
Yeah.
Artful had a good point. Is this the fire sale to get rid of all the remaining stock of the Quest 2 to get ready for the Pro?
I don't know, man. I think we've talked about this before. A lot of people have, right? But I think they raised the price because they're like, we can't do sales, and sales sell headsets.
Yeah.
So they raised it just so they could do sales and not lose their pants on the deal. So When someone sees something on sale and it's by the holidays and it gives stuff, this is just a reason to buy. I don't think it has anything to do with clearing out stock. I think it's just to sell headsets.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah.
101. Yep.
Brian Brand says Quest 3 coming March or April. I don't see it.
No
I don't
way.
see that
They'll
happening at all,
announce,
bro.
they'll announce it in April, but it won't come out until October.
I think you're late next year if you see it in 2023.
I doubt it. I think it'll probably get pushed out to 2024 personally, but
see it in 2023, but not have it until
right.
2024.
Yeah, probably.
I could see that, right? Could you see a September 2023 say, yep, pre-order, same thing as like you did with the PlayStation 2, get it spring of 2024? I could see that happening.
For sure.
Yeah, because do they want to go toe-to-toe with the PSVR right now anyway?
No.
I don't think so.
I think if they push it into 2024, that it may be because they reconsidered eye tracking on it, which as of right now is not supposed to be included on it, which I feel like might be a big mistake. And if they want to add something like that in and make it affordable, 2024 makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people really understand how much more expensive, like how much more the company has to pay for the eye tracking, especially if it's going to have motorized IPD adjusters and stuff like that. It adds a lot. It adds a lot of bulk inside the headset that they have to design around. But I think it's an absolute necessity going forward that headsets do. Now, there's obviously a lot of privacy issues that I am not super stoked to have a Meta headset with eye tracking, but at the same time, this is a very important technology to make VR what people are expecting it to be, right? Because dynamic foveated rendering is probably, in my mind, the most, one of the biggest game changers.
How do they not have that in the Quest 3 if they want to compete with Sony at all?
Right.
They have
I think it'll change.
Me too.
I don't think we'll see a Quest 3 without those things. I mean, and that's what everybody's saying it is right now. That's never been confirmed, by the way, too. That was just a leak that Brad got. So it wasn't like, that's what we right now it might be that way, but I would have to think by the time they ship that thing, there's no way they're not shipping that with eye tracking and face tracking.
Especially with as much as they've been pushing the Horizon and how awesome it is, and you can see, like, even Alex was saying it was cool. That was kind of cool when he knew his coworkers could see his eyes moving and stuff. And like, you're typing all this up, and then the next headset you release for the masses doesn't have it. It just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Because then we have to wait a whole nother generation of headsets before it comes. Like,
right? Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to do Horizon anyway. I'm afraid. Did you guys hear Godzilla's on the loose in there?
What? Gojira?
Gojira.
Oh man, I just can't see them releasing a headset where in late 2023 or early 2024 where they're already behind the 8 ball and their headset's almost outdated at that point. How many other headsets are going to have all that?
Yeah, but you know what? I would have definitely bet my an arm that the Quest Pro, since it's specifically for like people at work that don't know anything about VR, that you would have put the headset on and the IPD would have been adjusted by the eye tracking. Like that to me, I was like, oh man, I think these guys maybe they truly don't understand what they're doing.
I ran some tests with the Quest Pro just by adjusting my IPT to what it should be, and then shook my head really fast, and it changed, like drastically changed.
Yeah, you can't do that. This is supposed to be for people that don't know VR, don't care about games.
Yeah.
They just put it on because their work tells them to, and they got to go do something in there. That thing has to adjust itself. And for $1,500, it should be adjusting itself and giving me a back massage. So I don't know.
While it doesn't adjust yourself, I do think it is important to mention that it does, however, have like a wizard that like can tell whether or not you're wearing it properly and whether or not your IPD is adjusted.
It tells you, right? As you go in, it says you need to readjust, right?
Yeah, even it's not even just that. It'll even tell you if you're wearing the headset. I mean, how many times have we talked about, especially new people in VR, they never know how to set the headset right or know that they have to adjust it. Like, remember when the Quest 2 came out, there was people all over the place were like, it's still blurry for me. It's always blurry. Well, they never actually adjust the headset. They either have it setting too high or too low, and then they never got their eyes into the sweet spot.
Regular people don't know that stuff. They have no idea why they need to look through the center of the lens, what that means.
But this is the thing. I would at least move it around. Like
they don't. I swear to God,
take a little bit of initiative, man.
I mean, people are like, "Oh, I just sent my Quest 2 back. It's the blurriest thing I've ever seen." I'm like, come on.
So it may not be automatic. The Quest Pro is thinking about that.
Right.
But
it should be automatic.
Huge fail though.
I agree. For $1,500, like, would it really have been anything? What software, right? Probably. That would
Yeah,
be-
even
I
if
don't
they
know.
had to make it $2,000, if they're selling this primarily to companies for training, if things like that, that is critical. Critical.
I still
Automatic
think it's
IPD
the
adjustment
best
is
headset
critical.
right now.
Yes, because people do not understand how this works. Joe Schmo that works at Honeywell or Sally that's 60 that works at Walmart that's trying to do training has no idea. Doesn't care. Puts it on. It looks blurry and funny and gets a headache, and that's the end of it. VR is trash. Like this isn't how you do things. You got to give these people a good experience, and they need to be able to put this on and have it do all the work for them. That was a huge, massive fail. For $1,500, that was, man, I wouldn't even shipped it like that.
Is there a headset that has automatic IPD
Not for that
adjustment?
price.
Nope.
Ever? Anywhere? Does it exist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Varios have
Vario
it.
does it.
Oh, the Vario
But
does.
not, yeah, that's why I said not for that price. Your Vario is
Right.
almost $3,000.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
we're talking a different level of headset here.
Yeah, but is that
Yeah,
the
it's for business.
$1,500 difference? That particular feature? How much would that feature cost? Is the question.
Well, Skiva is saying it doesn't matter. Like if it's a
No.
company that's buying it, if it's another, it's an extra 1,000. Good, charge it.
Well, I don't know about that because I couldn't buy the $1,500 one. but I
Not
guess it's
you.
not
Not
you.
necessarily
No, we're
for
talking
me.
You're
about
not a
enterprise.
corporation.
We're
Right, I
talking
get it.
about
'cause-
going to the Honeywells, Intels, all of these places, Walmart's global operation center for training, like that. A couple $100 to give them the right experience so they're able to do their job better is critical.
No,
Absolutely,
I agree.
critical.
I agree. But
Massive
but
step.
look at none of the HTC products that are all for business focused. They don't have automatic IPD as far as I know, right?
Right, but we talk about all the time how HTC does everything wrong.
No, but I know, but no, we do. But that's their bread and butter, and they still don't do it right. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
HTC is
HTC,
not they're not making money on me or you buying their headset. They're making their money on the
This
business.
stuff's all common. This
You know
stuff's
what I
like
mean?
when
It is coming.
Kobe has
Oh, it
cornered
is.
this market and made it all very expensive for people to buy into this. Along with chip shortages and all that, all of this stuff is, definitely going to be a thing. And if anyone releases a headset with eye tracking and the IP doesn't automatically adjust, I think it was a dumb move.
Garbage. It's
Big
trash.
missed opportunity.
Trash. Take it off.
Yeah.
It is
Move
a
it all.
missed
Throw it all away.
opportunity.
I don't disagree for sure. I don't. I mean, I don't know how expensive it would have been to do. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I don't
who knows?
disagree. I just don't think that is a current expectation that anyone would have. Like maybe in the next generation or two of headsets, but like right now, like that seems fancy to me. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I should.
Yeah, but
maybe I should have higher
you're not
expectations.
You're saying
you're in the
Steve's
VR
fancy.
bubble.
Steve is a fancy lad.
He is fancy.
He's a fancy lad.
Well, speaking of HTC, guys, Brad leaked the Flowcus, and I do
Oh.
want to touch on this real quick before we get
Yes.
moving here.
Before I win my hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex needs
Hell
his
yeah,
hoodie.
we got two
He's
of them. we're gonna
calling
give
it
away here.
again.
Hell yeah. is the Flowcus which God, I hope that they definitely make that the name because that's so good.
No way.
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
That would be so good.
The Flowcus.
So Vive, Brad had leaked the Flowcus, he's calling it. It's a mixture between the Vive Focus and the Vive Flow. It's got the specs of the Focus with the ergonomics of the Flow, the size of the Flow. It looks pretty damn good. I can, if it was anybody but HTC, I'd be like, wow, this might be a viable headset, but I have no faith in HTC in any way whatsoever of being able to do anything in the standalone market. Or the consumer market that could be anything any good. Do you guys disagree?
I have a little faith.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I would love. I'm rooting for them every single
Oh
time.
no, don't get me wrong. I want them. We all want competition. We all want great headsets. I just
You're not gonna replace your Flow with the Flowcus?
no. They should be like Pimax and let me trade my Flow in. Hey, you just turn it in. You can get a brand new headset. That's a great.
So
business
I work
model.
I work in location based VR a lot, right? And I think this will be an absolute home run for VR arcades and
Mhm.
for attractions. I think someone like a Disney or someone like that, would be like, oh, we're definitely replacing all our headsets with this. I really hope for consumer it comes out and knocks it out of the park. I hope they're really thinking about leveraging their current offerings with their software with what's the Vive story you pay and you get everything
Viveport?
Vive
right.
Port.
If they're able to use Viveport on mobile platforms and they were to put that out with this headset, I think it could knock it out of the park. And I think there might be I'm really reaching here, right? But with all of the people I've seen leave HTC and the people get fired, and then all the other people I've seen come in, and then the changes in positions I've seen other people in HTC have, like, I'm starting to think that maybe they're shifting and they're like thinking. I'm hoping they're thinking differently, but only time will tell. We'll see. But I feel like maybe they're gonna do better.
Is this going to be a consumer headset, or are they going to like tease us all and give us these little things and then come out and go, yeah, business headset, the
$1,500
for $2,000
manual IPD.
Yeah. Was the Flow a consumer device? Were they calling the Flow a consumer device?
Yes, because they were calling it a meditation device, basically, or
Yeah,
that was one of the things they were touting it as.
What do you
I
use?
bet
That was
is.
$500.
What does he use it for?
What am I using it as?
We all know what he
you
uses it for. We all know what he uses
my
it
thing
for.
is, have you
It's all for
used it?
porn.
Yep, there it is.
Hey, let me ask you this: what do you do when you meditate? You close your eyes, and HTC is like, "Yo, buy this headset. It's made for when your eyes are closed."
Made for you to close your
There,
eyes.
it should be like a dead giveaway of
man.
what that headset is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah, meditation is like, obviously, you close your eyes when you meditate, but like I've done some like kung fu training and stuff like that, and I've talked about that a little bit. And when I learned to meditate, it's actually 3/4 lidded, because you're resting your eyes and they're closed, but you're actually able to see like out of the bottom of your eyes. And you're not looking, you're not focusing there, but it's like you're like turning inward,
You're
but
aware.
externally aware. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's like Quest Pro.
Yeah.
It is like Quest Pro. You're
Oh.
right. So anyway, I think the main thing though is like that feeling of present moment awareness, and like the flow state, which is now I'm starting to realize why they named it that, because flow state and present moment awareness is like super beneficial regardless of whether or not your eyes are closed. So yes, you're right, Skiva, but also I'm sure that there are applications that help with mindfulness and present moment awareness where you can keep your eyes open.
I know. I'm more just being a jerk.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I'm with you, man.
But I love you dearly.
I'll be a jerk all day to HTC until they show me a headset that's any good. They have disappointed me so many times. And I hate their marketing and how they do these little teasy things, and it just bothers me. Like, just come out and tell us you got a headset, and don't give us this bullshit over and over again.
Eric,
We've got a new product coming out.
That's what they show you, like some
I know,
like bogus picture of nothing. What were you gonna say?
Just send them an email and tell them with your channel, and just tell them you're disappointed with the flow and you want to trade it in. Sure, they'll let you trade it.
Yeah,
it might.
It might. Who knows?
I've been anti-HTC marketing for a long time now. Ever since the lip tracker, man, that's when they lost me, because they capitalize on consumer perspective and like consumer style marketing to then generate hype for products that are not for those people. Like only consumers give a shit about these like super high zoomed in images of hardware, and we're like, oh, what's that? Oh man, what's that going to be? And they're like, it's actually not for you, but thanks for shouting it from the rooftops for the past 2 weeks.
How dare you? How dare you think this is for you? This is not for you.
It pisses me off. I'm not into that.
No, it's all bullshit. And thank you to Bluebell for the $9.99 super chat. Birthday Mash, great show with awesome people. Hell yeah, I couldn't find better people to
anyone good to do the show.
That's what I thought he was.
Everybody else was busy.
Find anybody else. This is all I could get.
All right, let me rephrase. You guys all suck. See you later.
I think I can turn off this camera. There we go. That's better.
Oh yeah, there we go. Todd. Oh, you know what? Holy shit. Do I have balloons next to my knee?
Yeah, you're just noticing that? They've been there the whole show.
Yeah. No, have they really?
Yeah.
Oh man. All I saw was balloons in the screen, so that's all I saw. But yeah, seriously, no, I couldn't ask for better people to hang out with on my birthday. So again, thank you guys for being here and doing that.
Dude, you are so awesome, Mash. Like, can I speak for everyone here? Like, you are one of the most genuine, passionate, and overall just like friendly. Like, you're so fucking friendly, man. Like, you are so nice. You're so caring. You always are thinking about other people. You are one of the best dudes ever, man. And this community is so lucky to have you in it. Thank you for everything that you're doing. You're the man. We all love you.
You're here. The Mash.
The Mash.
Thank you so much. And I take my lead from you guys. That's seriously, it sounds corny, but it's true. It's true.
It sounds corny.
It does. But it's
We
true.
know that. That's why you're great.
You know who else likes to lead? Never mind.
Yes, he does. And I didn't even know there was a quick cosplay in chat. What is going on, Becca? How are you doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. I appreciate it. And then we got a Brittany Milan sighting too. So cheers to Mash. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey.
We can't wait to be hanging with some Brittany coming soon.
That's
Heck
right.
yeah.
Well, let's
I
get to
mean-
the important stuff. Like, where's Alex's hoodie? Like,
That's
what the
that's
fuck?
what I
I
want.
know, right? So
Where
let's do
is it?
that. I have like one topic I want to talk about last. And then like I want to hit on some Saints and Sinners dates, but let's give away a hoodie right now, and then we'll follow
Yes.
it up with a hoodie, and then get everybody out of here so you guys can go enjoy the.
We
rest
got
of your
Drop Dead
Sunday.
Dual Strike to give away as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give away
Ooh.
Drop Dead Dual Strike, and then right back to back we'll give away a hoodie. Boom.
So I did have this fun idea to give away something,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
want to wait. I want to wait till I'm off camera because as
You
soon
go
as I
forward?
realize I might not actually be allowed to do that. So wait till I'm off camera so I can show you guys what it is, and then you tell me if I can do it. Because
Hell yeah.
I don't think I can now that I have the item and I'm looking at it. But you can
Okay,
tell me.
you are off camera. I'm spinning the wheel for Drop Dead Dual Strike.
Okay,
We can
great.
hear you,
So-
but nobody can see you but us.
okay, good.
Ooh, this is secret.
This
Oh my god.
You
yeah.
cannot.
Really?
right? I
No?
can't
You
because
sure?
this isn't available,
No, not yet.
I was gonna say because I have one too.
It's
and
behind
I
me.
need to give it to someone.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Can we
No.
not?
No, I don't have one.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Kiwi only loves you.
Just
All right,
send it to
Oh.
Todd.
I have one. It's behind me.
Oh no!
Oh, and hey,
it's so
you're-
expensive.
Hey, and Brittany Milan just won.
Brittany
No
Milan
way.
just won.
Yes.
Drop Dead Dual
Yes.
Strike.
Yes, yes. You guys know what that means, don't you?
The
I
hoodie's
just
coming
won
your
that
way?
hoodie. That is exactly it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna win back to back Dual Strike and the hoodie. Wow.
Wait, what is this? Is
Oh,
what was
those are
this?
Dual
This for
Strike?
This
Dual
was
Strike.
Drop Dead
It
Dual
was
Strike.
Drop Dead Dual Strike.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sorry, that wasn't for a hoodie.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man.
I think he's gonna cry. He's gonna cry.
Oh,
You
no,
just- he got
Brittany.
screwed.
Hey, but
Congratulations,
Don't cry,
Brittany.
don't cry.
Hey, but
You won an
Brittany's
awesome
super
game.
happy. She's like, "What? No way!" She's
No,
super
spin it again.
Damn it.
happy.
Spin
We
it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll spin it again.
Spin it again?
If it lands
What
on
the
Alex this
heck?
time, I'm making you take it.
I mean, what? Do you want that key, Skiva?
Too late.
No,
I'm
I
spinning.
have the game.
Yeah.
Already
spin
Hey,
have
it.
and Obscure Nerd VR is in chat, and he says, "Laugh out."
What's
loud."
up, Andy?
What's up, Andy? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping.
Ridiculous.
That was funny. Brittany's like, "What? Spin again? Why?"
It's not a hoodie, Brittany. Sorry.
It's not a hoodie.
Yeah, she didn't spin again, did she?
But I don't think my wife is lining up to play Drop Dead Dual Strike this week.
Wolveraza might be
It's
though.
Such a good game,
might
though.
be. Maybe
Yeah,
somebody
it's
will
such
trade
a
it.
good game. Yeah, I love it. And
Well,
Wolveraza, just gift it to somebody if you already own it. Gift it away, and then
Yeah.
we don't have to respin.
So we don't have to
There's a
keep
lot-
respinning.
Yeah, anybody you can gift it away to anybody, and then we can do it that way. And then let's spin for a hoodie, and then I have a what the something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What the bat's got Valve Index support. Is that what you're gonna say?
What?
Wow. Just to take all the wind out of his sails, why
What are
don't
you
you?
talking Oh,
He
man.
wasn't going to talk about what the bat. Come on.
I was gonna talk about what the golf.
Okay, so we're gonna spin for a hoodie.
Yeah, let's do
All
it. Spin
Hey,
for a hoodie.
Alex, this is for a hoodie.
I don't give a shit.
He's like, I don't care now.
He's like, I don't
Oh,
care. This is bullshit.
Oh my god.
What a ripoff.
All right,
It's funny.
this is a big spin.
This is a big spin. Big
This
deal.
is a big
Technoglitch
spin.
Technoglitch has been waiting to win one of these for a
Forever.
year,
Oh, he's pissed.
more than a year, probably almost 2 years.
I took his name off the list.
Yeah, well.
How does
Oh,
Tech
man.
not won this?
I know, right?
Uh-oh, I can't tell. Chatty.
Chatty, congratulations, Chatty.
Nice.
Way to go.
Okay.
Congrats.
Wait, that's
How do you
not
never
Alex.
That's
I-
not Alex.
What the hell?
I know, dude. God damn it.
I know.
That's awesome.
God
So-
damn it.
I want to talk about what the bat. And
Do you really? I'm
Yeah, he
sorry.
does.
I thought I was joking. I didn't think I was.
Yeah.
that was like
I'm
way
sorry,
off.
bro.
Even though that was way off.
Way to go, Roots or Wes.
But you know what I want to do before I talk about what the bat?
What?
I'm gonna send a hoodie to Brittany Milan. So Brittany, just contact me and
What?
or my wife
Yeah,
and tell
there
me
you
what
go.
size you are. Not Alex.
Not
you.
Alex.
But let me know what size you are, and we will send Brittany a hoodie.
He's out.
So yeah, please message me at private message me or private message Steph, and that one will get you an amazing Q2C.
Yeah, but think
VR
about this,
gamer.
Mash. You know how women love to wear their husbands' sweatshirts.
Oh, they could split it.
There you go.
We could get him a unisex one.
So do you guys see what I was saying when I said like just how friendly this guy is? Like, is this not like the most sweetheart move in the world that he's pulling right now? You know, like it's just ridiculous. It's your goddamn birthday. Like, how about we send you a Between Realities hoodie right now and then call it good?
Mash just won a Between Realities hoodie.
Woohoo! So next we're rolling for a Room VR, right?
Yeah, the room.
The Room VR.
Oh my god! If those guys come back to the 2022 show and ask for the Room VR, I'm going to lose it. That'll be hysterical. I bought more copies.
I don't think we're going to give out any old games this year. I think I'm going to do all new releases. We might not have as many, and I'll probably hide some old ones in like the pre-recorded stuff. But I think we're going to do all new releases.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
What do you think? You're better than me?
You think you're better than me?
This man legitimately thinks that he is better than us.
Yeah, I think he does.
He does. But guys, let's talk about what the bat. And I don't even really want to talk about the game.
Good.
Well, I do want to
Amazing.
talk
I
about
heard
the
it's
game. I shouldn't say this. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to really talk about the gameplay. I kind of do, but I want to really talk about the price of what the bat at $24.99. Okay, because again,
they didn't consult
right,
anyone.
Weren't we just saying we need to work on raising the prices to
no,
Not for this.
Not for this.
Come on.
Give me a quality
it's
game. I'll pay you $50. Give me a good game for $50. Don't give me this dog shit of a game for $24.99. And here's the deal: if you had priced this game at $5.99 or $9.99, I wouldn't have called it a dog shit game. At $24.99, they should be fucking ashamed for trying to charge this price for a game that you can go through in about an hour and a half to 2 hours of ridiculous nonsense and goddamn upload. Why the hell are you going out there and saying this is a good fucking game? Fucking Harry Baker, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Telling people to go out and buy this game for $24.99? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Alex, me and you just get fired from upload.
Yeah. Garbage. How are you telling me he played it at Gamescom for 5 minutes and then went out and told everybody it's a great game? And it was like, I haven't played the full game yet, but it's a really good game. Go buy it. That's garbage. And I'm not, and good for $5, go buy the game. But for $24.99,
is it an hour and a half? Is it legit an hour and a half?
literally, you can get through it in no time, and it's garbage. It's all like, you know.
Would you spend an hour and a half in there though? Like,
No,
give
I
me a
would.
break.
At 5 minutes at Gamescom, I'm like, okay, let me move on to something else.
Right.
It looks like the American dream with bats instead of guns.
That's what I was
exactly what it is.
It's another money grab. That's all this game is.
But people love it flat. There's a big following. Go on Steam and look at the flat version.
Well, that's
It's
what
not-
the
I mean,
golf
it
sales are
existed
crazy.
before VR, so it may be gimmicky, but for people that love the game, I'm not saying $24.95 is. I mean, that is
Question
fucking
their
crazy.
soul roots.
It's a
People love
$10.
this game.
Wes, what was the game that we were talking about the other day that we were comparing these two prices to? Like the other game was
Lawn?
like, yeah,
But you know what? Go buy What the Bat. Fuck those guys.
oh man,
Dude,
I have
the
this game.
gloves
I
are
haven't
off.
played it yet, but I'm gonna play it now just to see what's happening here. And I was gonna play it anyway, just and I haven't been home at all. So I'm looking forward to
Go
trying.
play
Now I
that.
want to
Cool.
fight
That's what I'm gonna
somebody.
do.
I'm all
Dude.
fired up, dude.
they sent me a key. They sent me a key too. Like,
They
here's the
did.
game. I don't even want it. I didn't ask for one. I wasn't going to play it. I wasn't going to reach out and ask for it because I knew what this game was going to be.
Hey, spin the wheel.
Dude, and I'm okay.
I don't have the
I'm
button. I don't
okay
have
with
the
this.
wheel. I
It's fine.
just
Again,
named-
$5, $9.99 maybe. But if you're going to charge $25 for this game, that's ridiculous, man.
Someone
That
should have
is
consulted with
ridiculous.
Impact Reality, you know?
Seriously.
Hell yeah!
Seriously,
Nice
yeah.
hat, Kiva.
Seriously.
Nice
Yeah.
hat, Kiva.
What other games are $25? Like what is this comparable to as far
That's
as
a
the
good
price?
point.
I mean,
right?
Saints and Sinners is $30, I think, right? For $5 more, you go get Saints and
man.
Sinners.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Forever Pool just launched.
It was
For
25.
what it's worth. Another casual multiplayer game, 1v1, with 2 spectators, just like the other pool game we were talking about earlier.
Pocket Pool VR.
Who doesn't
My
want to play
favorite.
Pocket Pool VR? I mean, really.
Yeah, true.
That's going to be a Vive Flowcus exclusive.
You can play Squingle and Pocket Pool
And
VR.
Pocket Pool VR.
Hey, Squingle, for what it's worth, Squingle was polling people about multiplayer on Twitter yesterday.
Really?
Well, if What the Bat was multiplayer, then I'm taking my whole thing back. If I can go and play that dog shit game with 2 people, changes the whole experience.
Well, I'm going to try it because I didn't know that Harry Baker said it was good. But if Harry says it's good, I'm gonna try it. Like I believe you, but I don't know if you. Have you played it?
Yeah, I love Harry Baker. By the way, he's a good dude. But
he is awesome. He is a good dude. But I have to see what he's talking about, like firsthand. I need, you know what I mean.
But mention you got. I'm okay with it. Yeah, but mention the price. Didn't even mention the price in his article. Yeah. Come on, man. You got to put the price in there, $24.99.
Well, because he couldn't say it if it's a good game for $25.
That's why I would be like, okay, you know, it's a fun game, but for $24.99, it's a little bit out of. I mean, this game is not 24. I mean, you have great games that are. I mean, what's Demio cost?
$30.
Yeah, $5 more. You get to play Demio. Come on.
This is What the Bat. It's the most nonsensical game I've ever played.
Yeah, Pop 1 is 30.
Oh, geez.
Beat Saber is 30.
You can go get Shadowgate VR for $24.99.
Yeah, same price.
Oh, I'd rather get Shadowgate, hands down.
I'd rather get Syphilis for $24.99.
Right? You know who will give you Syphilis for $24.99?
She gave it to you for free. Oh man, I had to get off my chest. I didn't even realize they were launching this game at $24.99.
I had no idea.
Wes messaged me and said, which game do you think we should get, $24.99 Lawn or this? And I'm like, dude.
Did we get What the Bat?
They did send me a key, and I did put it in the did put it in our shared library.
I'm like Skiba.
Yeah. You put it on my you put that in my library?
I want to know how good this is. I want to play it and check it out.
I want access to your guys' like Google Doc or whatever with all the keys in it. Just let me get in there and dig around.
Hey, it was funny. Last year at my birthday,
I was going to say, last year this time, 2 other guys did that exact same thing. Yeah.
How dare you bring that up? How dare you bring that up?
Oh, dude. Oh, it was too funny. I've been sitting on that for like days, man. I got to talk about What the Bat, dude. I just want to hear the song. The song's actually.
I'd forgotten about it. Honestly, I'd forgotten about it.
What?
I just saw that they added like support for other headsets, and that's what I thought. When you said you were going to talk about it, that's what I thought you were going to talk about.
Is it out yet, or is it coming out, or is it out?
What the Bat? No, I think it's out. I think it came out on Thursday.
Is it How's it being received? Like, what's the community
saying? Great question.
Saying?
Let's look. I mean, I can go look real quick.
I'm looking right now.
It's probably going to be amazing because I'm always wrong. The ones that I'm like going nuts for about, people are buying the shit on like
5-star.
Yeah, the most successful VR game of all time. Beat Saber.
Garbage. You have to remember. Oh yeah. Oh my God. This is. I'm not shitting you. This fucking game has a 4.8 rating.
Yeah.
$24.99. People, you were all
with how many reviews?
Cheap, dude.
How many reviews?
20.
Where's it tell me?
20.
Yeah.
3.
You know what? 20 reviews is
only
not
20.
that many.
It's not that many.
20. Those are the home. That's friends and family right there.
Yeah, for sure.
The Spire 1 doesn't have many. I'm going to read Spire 2 doesn't have many more than that.
Fantastic 5-star review. Come on.
Yeah. I really want to fucking play Aspire 2.
Blue Hawk Jonah. I got to read your motherfucker. I am a master of the animal simulator games. I was ecstatic once I found out about this Bat VR game.
Ecstatic?
You think it was a Bat game?
I bought a Quest solely for this game.
I bought a Quest solely.
Is that what he said? I'm telling you, go look up what is it? What the Golf, right, on Steam?
Yeah, What the Golf is
read the reviews. They've got like thousands of reviews.
It's
very positive. People love that game. It has a cult following. So,
dude, Mash, you got to pull it together, man. You're fucking me up.
Once I saw it, I was a little confused.
I didn't see a nice bat.
My 5-star review. This is why this game is getting a 4.8.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, dude. Oh. I can't.
He says something like, "I think there's a true bat behind this stupid mini game."
He gives it a 5-star.
This is the thing you guys have to remember. We are encroaching idiocracy world.
God.
Like it's really happening around us.
I know.
So we should expect this more and more. Like this is becoming the norm.
So that review said I'm a master of the animal simulator games, and that to me meant that they played Goat Simulator. and love that. And Goat Simulator is all about the jank. It's like it's like a jank simulation, you know, like things are just like the models are flipping all over the place and it's just wild as hell. So is What the Bat like that?
No.
Like, is it? No, it's not.
Not at all.
Have you played it, Todd? How much have you put in there?
I've put in 6 or 7 hours.
Did you? Oh, so you must.
Did you really? No.
I thought you could beat it in 90 minutes.
It is
6
Todd.
or 7 hours. I would have to hit myself in the head with a bat if you played the game for 6 hours.
I think you should.
Oh my god, no! I have not played it yet. It's in the virtual. It's in our little group.
Look, we can all go
library,
in there and play it right
but
now.
I haven't tried it yet.
I'll buy it for anybody.
Yeah.
Didn't they give us some to give away?
No, not me. Unless they're not giving me shit, bro.
Okay, listen. How many people in the chat right now want Mash to buy them? Let's go. Mash is going to buy 5 copies of What the Bat. And get it out. Maybe he's not.
Oh my god, no.
That's not.
How
good.
much is Iron Man?
Oh yeah, Iron Man is 40 bucks.
Yeah,
That one's 40.
It's worth $40.
it is.
That's a good
I haven't
game.
played
It's
that
so
game
good.
yet.
Iron Man,
That's so
is
good.
Iron Man $40 on the Quest store? Really?
I'm pretty sure it is. I thought it
I thought
was.
it was. I thought it was for less, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's great, and it's even better on the Quest. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree with that.
I would
Forever
love to play that one.
Cornhole's only $14.99, guys. Forever Cornhole.
Well, you know who loves cornhole?
Forever.
I was waiting for you to hit it, Todd. I didn't want to stomp on your my mom.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Iron Man's $45 Canadian. So
Well,
40, yeah.
$10 American. So.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, you know, you know what? After that beautifulness, let's give another hoodie away. What do you think?
It's hoodie time.
Hoodie time.
my goodness.
Oh my
Text
god.
hoodie.
Can't
Here it
breathe.
comes.
Ribs hurt.
Dude, I haven't seen somebody laugh like that in a long time.
You
That
should
was
go
the
back-
funniest damn thing I've ever
Oh,
seen.
I was gonna say I don't have it on my VODs anymore, but me and Mash playing It Takes Two.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
some of the time. I've never laughed that hard playing a video game.
I was in the audience and Mash could not. He couldn't even open his eyes. He was laughing so hard.
Playing It Takes Two.
That was
Yeah, have you
Oh
ever
my
played
God.
that? It's a flat game, but
Yeah.
it's so amazing. I think that we
so
need games like
funny.
this in VR where
Oh my God.
everything you have to work together, right? And so like there's these points where I was having to throw these things up and Mash was having to spin and fly off, but I hit the wrong button and I was pulling him right before and he'd die.
into a fan
And-
that would just chop me up.
And so it just got to the point where it was ridiculous. And you
Over and
just,
over and
lost
over
it.
and over and over.
Yeah,
The only
that's
time
such
I
a good
came
game.
close to laughing that hard streaming is when we played Hitman.
Oh yeah, with Wes.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
that was funny.
Root says, Mash, did you just drop him around to one knee and punch that lady in her goods?
Yeah, he did. He dropped his knees and he punched her. I was like, he was like, it's unintentional.
Oh, look at this. GC13 and
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi Cat gets a hoodie.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
nice.
Tiffany.
Woohoo!
Did it, Gamer Chick.
Congrats.
Congratulations, GC. Awesome. Oh man.
Man,
I still can't breathe.
Wes,
You
what's the
laughed pretty
hardest
hard
you've
in
ever
one.
laughed in a game?
Oh man, I don't know. I laughed a lot at
Trover?
Accounting Plus and Trover. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'm a big fan of those Squanch games, and I think Trover's probably the funniest game I've ever played. These dudes don't ever shut the hell up, and they have potty mouths, and I love it.
Yeah, Accounting Plus really got me. The scene with the xylophone, I was just coming unglued at the dialogue of like the bones. It was so funny. Yeah, Accounting
I
Plus
like-
definitely cracked me up.
I like the part that they added in with the guy kind of connecting all the dots about the zoo level.
Mhm.
And then he gives you this kind of big presentation about all the different clues that are in the game, and that cracked me up quite a bit.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
good.
by the way, just subsequently, I'd be interested to know there's a key in that room up high. Has anyone ever been able to figure out how to get that key down? Can you get it down? Like I tried for hours.
good
I
question.
don't
I do not know
remember
that
a
one.
key.
I don't know.
You'd think there'd have to be a way to get it
In
down.
that room where the guy's talking about the zoo level, there, if you look up, like I don't even remember what it was. There's a key stuck on something on the ceiling, and I've thrown everything at it trying to knock it down. I have never been able to get it.
Mm.
I'll have to try it. I'm looking for a reason to play that game again. It's so good.
No,
I think if you knock it down, it's the key. It's the world to what the bat. You're set. You get it for free. You don't have to pay $25.
Ryan Brandon says Friday was a funny day. Guy crapped his pants for the third time in a month at work, and then I found out the price of what the bat. That is a funny day.
Well, especially since we're barely halfway through the month on Friday. I mean, that's 3 times. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So you know what? If we're only halfway through the month, he's still gonna grab his pants.
He's gonna
Is he working at Taco Bell?
He's pacing for like 6 or 7 by the end of the month, probably. Let's hope not.
Oh man, too funny.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. How do you know this? Like I'll tell you what, if it happened to me, nobody's knowing if I can help it.
They'll know.
There's this chat is too
People have
funny.
noses.
Substatica says he works in bomb disposal. Oh man.
Substatica, send me a Discord DM or something. You won a key a couple weeks ago, and I haven't been able to get a hold of you, so I don't remember what it was for, but I'll look through my notes.
He really needs a bomb disposed or taking them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of Justin Roiland, why didn't man? I feel like more people need to play virtual reality. Like Rick and Morty in virtual reality is so freaking good.
It's good, but I felt like an outsider, and this is why. Okay, so I'm like, this is fucked up. Rick takes off with the real Morty, leaves me with all the bitch shit to do. And you know what I mean? They went on an adventure. How cool would it be if you got to be the Morty that jumped in the ship and went on an adventure with Rick? I think that's what they need to focus on. I think that could be so amazing.
And why is their new game not a VR game? Like I was very upset about
because
that.
nobody bought Trover.
Yeah, they need to make some money.
Yeah, well, I wrote.
Oh my god!
I wrote them a letter asking for a review key, and I let them have a little piece of my mind about that.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe a VR version or mod in the future potentially. But I actually watched an interview with Justin Roiland, and he was talking about that. He's like, "Hey, we used to make VR games, and no one gave a shit. So here we are." You know, it's that stings. But you know, I will say there is one thing that I think that those Justin Roiland games did better than everyone, and you kind of mentioned it earlier. It's the dialogue. Like, the dialogue in those games is literally, it should be the gold standard of how dialogue is handled in games, especially in VR games, because when you're in VR, you're immersed, you're embodied in the experience so much more than a flat screen game. And like hearing the same line of dialogue stings a little harder, I think, in VR. But for Accounting Plus, for example, I sat in every single one of those rooms until the dialogue exhausted itself, because I wanted to see just how far they actually went with this, and the answer is really fucking far. Like,
really,
like 30 to 40 minutes of unique dialogue.
Wow,
for each of those scenes that just doesn't stop. So it's good. Like, it is absolutely amazing. In like, you know, Pixel Ripped 1989, a game that I hold very close to my heart. 5 minutes in that first classroom, and the teacher's repeating her sentences. You know, like if you play a game with any dialogue in it whatsoever, you'll start to get used to that line of dialogue again, and there's that line of dialogue again, and you just like every time, welcome to the line, blah blah blah, like that's the same shit every time. You know, like why not have hundreds of these of different ones? You know, like that's it.
Found the juice, guys.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. It's like give me 50 times that amount of dialogue.
Believe my girl.
I need it to be.
I agree, man. I agree. I want to hear some more dialogue in these games. But do you think those games were just a little bit too ahead of the curve? Like they came out maybe a little too. Like if they come out today, or maybe even a year ago,
or a year from now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, VR is still niche. You know, it's still not where they're gonna want it to be.
I think if Rick and Morty came out on the Quest, it had done phenomenal.
Yes,
like, phenomenal. Yeah, it would have done really, really well. So.
Yeah.
And the graphics in that lend itself to the Quest. They could have.
Well, and it's very basic too. It's kind of, I mean, it's what we've kind of moved aside from it being Rick and Morty. It's job simulator-esque, right? Which is great for Quest, the Quest platform. Absolutely, it would blow up, really. But for me, I need more to that. When I first played it, when it first came out, I was blown away. And I still think anybody that hasn't played it should play it. But it is, the gameplay is a little basic at this point. And I think it's about time they do a new one.
It was made by Alchemy Labs, like right after they made Job Simulator. So
yeah.
They got some cool shit. Alchemy, I do like them.
Yeah, Trover is really good, by the way, peeps. Like, don't sleep on that game. You know, like just be like, it's like if you liked Moss or Astrobot, go play Trover.
Is
like,
it on? Is it on the Quest?
Like it.
It
Yes.
is.
It is.
It's one of the best platformers in VR, in my opinion.
So I haven't played on the Quest. Did they allow all of the language on there?
Because
I would tell you,
it's
one of the best games coming to the Quest, and please stop me if
Yes.
this is NDA'd. Is it NDA'd?
No, we already know. I already know what you're talking
It's
about.
Yeah,
Gambit.
I think you can say that.
You can
right?
say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Gambit, but it is the most vulgar language I've heard in any game, and I'm wondering like if it's gonna get allowed through the store, right? Because it is
Well,
super
think
vulgar.
about it though. It's 13 or older, right? That technically,
Yeah, for sure. And I think it should be. But
they should be able to get away from it with that because it's not. You're not supposed to be using the headset if you're a kid, right?
Right.
So
The trailer the original trailer they showed for Gambit was one of the funniest damn.
Oh my
things
god,
I've
it
ever
was so
seen.
good.
And the game doesn't disappoint so far.
No,
Or
it's
whatever.
so
Yeah,
good.
and again, Trover and Accounting Plus are both on the Quest store.
Yeah.
Fully, you know,
$29.99
So
for Trover.
Yeah, somebody said Trover was on Viveport Infinity too. I don't know if that's
Could be
true, but I think
Oh.
Artful said Trover State of the Universe is on Viveport Infinity, and that's what killed it possibly.
Oh, by the way, if anybody's interested in subscribing to Infinity, now is the time to do it. There's a heavy discount for Black Friday. I forget it's like a third off for the annual, and they're giving away 2 awesome games with it too to keep forever. So,
Sweet.
that's awesome.
Still the
Great
best deal.
service.
in
It is
VR.
such a good service. Yeah.
I know. I wish I could use it.
It's not
Well,
work.
you get all the games for free, so why are you going to use it?
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely not for us.
Well, actually, it is because you know how many times Wes and I have played games that we never would touch because it's on there, and we've specifically gone on there to look for the weird games and the fucked up games and created. I think some of the best content we've done, or at least
Space
the most
Cats with
fun.
lasers. You know?
Yeah, and so you just never know what's up there.
Tornuffalo.
But I think you nailed it, and Wes has kind of touched on this a while ago. If they can combine with their HTC headset, like especially the standalone with their library, like that. Can you imagine if you got a headset like the Quest or whatever, but it's HTC and all of their libraries included with the I guess they'd probably have some kind of a subscription, but it'd be worth it, right?
Yeah, $15 a month, $20 a month, get access to every game.
You know Meta's coming with something, right?
They're
better
so
gonna do this.
Absolutely.
And better before Vive does, because if anyone there at Vive has half a brain and they can pull that off, then they absolutely should. If this new headset comes out, it's super light, super thin, and you can play any Viveport game on it, like that's mobile friendly. I mean,
There are focus games on Infinity right now. If you go browse through it, there's a good number of standalone games that you can't play on PC. So they already have the infrastructure for that. So
that's a ticket to win it right there.
Yeah.
Right, and if you can combine it like I think Meta will with their own infrastructure to where you could, with cloud gaming,
it's VR Game Pass.
Once we
It's
get to
VR
that,
Game Pass is what it
And then
is.
you sell it.
2,000 titles, something like that.
Yeah, and then you sell the headset and you give like for sales, right? You do like it comes with a month of, play any game you want.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a $10 super chat from Classy Grandma. Super classy. Love Classy Grandma. She says, "This is for the best laugh, Eric. Happy birthday, even though I didn't get a hoodie. Next time for the hoodie.
Next time, save the $10 and put it towards a hoodie in the Q2C VR Gamer store.
That's true.
It's too good though. But
And
yeah,
this might be a question for Skiva, but Artful says, is OnlyFans for VR on the Vive port?
There's an
Why is that for
VR?
Why is that for Skiva?
Yeah. Just because I have an OnlyFans doesn't mean I know about other people's stuff.
We are inventing OnlyFans. We're going to do this right now. OnlyFans and VR and Viveport. Man, too funny.
Mind Jive.
So that's a no.
Mind Jive says new annual subscribers get a lifetime discount, 15% off. Plus, you get to keep 2 top Infinity titles, Into the Radius and Song in the Smoke.
Wow, those
that's
are
a great
bangers,
deal.
by the way.
Those are some games with some meat on the bone.
Oh,
Just know what the bat there.
That's another thing too. Is like if you don't own like if you're not in our position where we have all these games, there's so many good games, like really good games with a lot of depth to them on that thing. It's not like you would expect a bunch of bullshit games. There's so many good ones on there.
Yeah,
I think Saints and Sinners is one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wraith the Oblivion's on there. It's good.
Oh, there's so many
Scary
good
as
titles
shit.
on there.
Yeah,
I mean, you just go down that list and you're like, holy shit, that's on there, that's on there, that's on there. Like, I don't even know how they do it. Like,
Wanderer, good call. Art for Wanderers on there.
Oh,
Wanderer. I need to get. I was thinking about
game of the year this year. Wanderer is on.
I'm gonna get back into there this week. I think
you need to. I think
it was so much
contender.
Fun. Yeah.
And I think you need to for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we could probably keep this show going until Crewcast tomorrow, but
let's do it.
But
is that tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. I know.
Damn.
But I hate keeping you guys so long on a Sunday. I know it's a lot of just these are super important days to be with your families, and thank you guys for taking the time out to spend, and let's get you guys.
It's your
out
fucking birthday, dude. Like we're not gonna be here,
right?
You know.
Well, I do appreciate it, and this has been a fantastic show. It's been so much fun, and I love when I get the chance to hang out and laugh with you guys. And GC the 13 Diet Pepsi Game Cat says GG all. Thank you, and congratulations.
Enjoy my hoodie.
Won the hoodie.
Enjoy the hoodie.
Yes, congratulations on your hoodie. Artful says Eric needs another gin and tonic. I had too many the other night.
Did you really?
Oh my god.
Dude,
he was dancing around naked or something. The stories I heard.
It might have been Artful in the chat earlier was talking about taking shots of gin. Like it's like these stories are like now jumping episodes. It's pretty hilarious.
They are, right? We get these we go to these events and you get these legendary stories. What will we be talking about next? I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
something
I know I need to get practicing. Like I haven't been a regular drinker for years. So and I don't want to be the lightweight, so I'm gonna have to get started on some practice, I think.
Yeah, just start getting drunk.
Start drinking every day now.
Right before the show, before your PlayStation show.
Dark Angel says
yes.
Dark Angel says Q2C BRVS.
Yes.
Nice. Has a
love
nice ring
that.
to it.
That's right.
Q2C BRVS. Q2C VRG actually. Q2C VRG. Yeah, 19.
Oh, too funny. Too funny. All right, guys. I think we're going to call the show here for today. We want to thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the birthday wishes in chat. You guys are all my favorites. I love this community so much, and I am happy to spend my day with all of you. But thank you for spending your day with us, and we appreciate it. And for Alex and Skiva from Between Realities, I love you guys. Also, my best friends Ruth and Wes, you guys are awesome. And to my boyfriend Todd.
We love you, Eric. We hope you have a great rest of your day. And D.
Thank you. And D, thanks for being here the whole show, girl.
I know. It's been a while, man. I'm glad I could hang out.
Heck yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, stop fucking around.
We question your soul. If you're not already subscribed, what is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Exactly. All the channels, guys. Between Realities, Virtual Strangers, Q2C VR Gamer. Make sure you hit us all up to find all this goodness every week. And the next
We're less
one will
than
be
10 away from 2,000. 1.99K.
Hell yeah. That's what you go do right now. Let's get Virtual
Everyone
Strangers
get
over 2,000.
Get Virtual Strangers over 2K. Go subscribe right now.
5
Great
more.
idea.
Go do that right now. Tell everybody you know Virtual Strangers.
I'm gonna make a new YouTube account and go subscribe. Right now.
I appreciate the sentiment, but we only want real peeps. We have really high engagement. It's because we don't take bullshit. We only have real people who subscribe because they dig the content.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
There
you
it
can say
is.
that about all 3 of these shows. And again, we thank you all for being here. So, all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Bye,
Peace out.
guys.
Later.